Hey everyone, welcome in. So good to see everybody tonight, guys. We got a great show tonight. We got a special guest that's going to be coming on soon. It is the Information Man Show. Super excited about him. I'm going to go ahead and start welcoming people into the building until I see my guest backstage. Welcome in everyone. All right, so yeah, let me go ahead and welcome some people in. Tripping with Dre and Michelle, welcome. D. Renee Stewart, welcome in. Nice to see you. Eating with Rozzy, so good to see you, girl. Welcome back. I gotta come over and watch your video you just dropped. Wolf Cook, good to see you. Let's see. Evolving with Etta is in the house, my Virgo sister. Let's see. Official Jamia, welcome in. Sharon Garing, Nita VR Designs, good seeing you. Love to travel with Wave. Twin GQ, welcome in. Team Reach Travels, so good to see you. One Busy Mama. Okay, people are starting to come in the doors, guys. I am waiting on my special guest to get backstage, but I do have some announcements that I will go ahead and start making. If you guys can, once we start getting into it, y'all, if you all don't mind sharing the stream out, that would be exciting. Yes, y'all mingle and get to know one another. So, guys, first and foremost, I want to say happy birthday to the purple one, Prince. Today is his birthday. He would have been 64 years old today. I am a huge Prince fan. I got a video coming out soon. I would have dropped it today, but I was a little tied up trying to get this done. But happy birthday to Prince. If you like Prince, guys, drop some purple hearts in the chat for me, y'all. Let me know. Just flame it up with some purple hearts in there. And y'all are going to be excited about this video that's coming out. Welcome in. I want to welcome in your favorite couple, some amazing moderators. Tripping with Dre and Michelle. Welcome in. Edward Stewart, Daryl Fisher Reviews. I think y'all are ready to get some information tonight. Let me make sure my guest got what he needs. Okay, good. But yes, y'all, purple hearts. I love me some Prince, guys. I got the purple guitar earrings on today. I'm just super excited about tonight. Tonight's event, guys, we are not going to run no 5-hour marathon like we have done the last two lives. This live, I'm hoping to cut short pre 2 hours. We are hoping to jam pack this session tonight, y'all. We got Information Media live in the studio. He's hanging out and mingling in the chat with some people. I want to welcome him in, y'all. Make sure you welcome Infor Media live in. That's our special guest tonight. I'm going to give him a warm welcome when he does get up here. But I just want to say tonight that tonight's event is, so as of today, it's my 1 month anniversary that I've been monetized on YouTube, as well as have gotten my memberships kicked off. So this past month, my goal was to give my members something that I felt that they could redeem some of their perks, or to have some perks, some member perks. And one of the things that I wanted to do was to give them some information and insight. A lot of us are all figuring it out on their own. A lot of us don't have time to sit up and research YouTube. So we may as well let the experts research it for us and let them show us what we need to do. And so someone like Information Media Live is just a great resource to have. He is someone who I watch and have gotten a lot of YouTube tips from. So tonight, my ultimate goal was to, if you guys missed it on Friday, we had a virtual pop-up shop. It was for all the members that were that had merch or businesses or products or services that they sold. And my goal was to get them to showcase all of their products virtually and have people to shop with them. And I will go so far as to say that it was a success. So thank y'all so much who joined, who shopped with those members, and anybody who have gone to watch the replay on that. That is something that my goal is to keep bringing it for the members. So tonight is part 2 of the 1-month membership kickoff for Cocoa Tea TV, the sweet teas, the green teas, the blackberry teas, all of that. That's what we were planning on doing this month. So tonight, guys, I am inviting members to come up on stage. I've inboxed a lot of those members to let them know that they can come up on stage, ask Infor Media specific questions about their channel. He's not going to give a one-on-one full night of consultation for a channel because we want to give others the chance to get up here too. But the main thing is that I want you guys to take away some tips. So y'all get your pens, get your notebooks, get your recorder, whatever you need, catch the replay, but let's take notes, guys. If you have a question tonight, guys, I ask that you please put a microphone in front of your questions. Moderators, I want to thank you for being in the building. Anybody that can help continue to drop links for our guests. I'm going to let him talk about some of his channels that he has, but we're going to be dropping links for that channel, for all of his channels, and we're going to be dropping the links throughout tonight. But the main thing is I want you guys to get those questions out there. So again, welcome in everyone. As the guest comes on, I would love for you guys to share this video out and let's get it going. Let's get it in the algorithm. That's certainly a question I got for the guests, y'all. I want to know a little bit more about sharing and what all that means to YouTube, because you hear a lot. But welcome in everybody that's coming in. Thank you for being here. So I got my happy birthday out of the way to the purple one. I love me some Prince. I want to give a second happy birthday to CJ of CJ and Sharice. And I also want to give a shout out to Nikki Antoinette. I see her in the building. So if you guys can please let Nikki Antoinette know happy birthday. Darling Nikki, happy birthday, darling Nikki. And like I said, we got Information Man here. I'm going to get ready, guys. If y'all are ready to get Infor Media Live, aka Information Man, if y'all are ready to get him, bring him to the stage, I need y'all to put some microphones in the chat. Let's welcome our guest, guys. Let's get some microphones in the chat. Flame it up, y'all. I mean, this brother, he is an amazing man. Empress Queen, thank you so much for joining that membership, Queen. We're going to be connecting with you soon on IG, but welcome to the membership. But this brother, guys, I want to, if you don't know who Information Man, aka Infor Media Live is, guys, you guys going to get to know him tonight. I see a lot of microphones in the chat, so many of you already know him. He has 4 channels on YouTube. I found him from Information Man Show, because on Sundays and other days throughout the week, you can find him covering some of the top news stories and giving some really thought-provoking insight into those news stories. That's where I found him. I also found him mingling in the community with a lot of other people. I've noticed him on Meet and I and a lot of other channels here in these YouTube streets. But coming to the stage, guys, I'm going to let Information Man, y'all give him a warm round of applause. I'm going to let him bring it on in for us.
All right, everybody.
Welcome in. See, I know you got all the sound bites and everything, Infor Media. Trust me, I got my pen and paper tonight. You're going to have the full screen most of the night, and I'm going to be in the background. And when I got questions, I'll come on. But tell us about yourself, Infor Media Man.
Well, how can I begin? Let me see. Hopefully, I don't want any back sound. Originally, when I came onto YouTube, it was mainly because I wanted to have a voice. For many years, I did internet radio. I have a friend by the name of Lion's Den. I've known him for over 15 years. So we did some internet radio together, Blog Talk Radio. We were fixtures on some of the internet radio shows that talked about social and political issues. Very, very well-known people like Lee Michaels, who's a producer, well-known producer of Black radio. And I know some of these folks, and that kind of inspired me to create something of a platform to create a voice for myself. So I came on to YouTube trying to find myself. When I got on YouTube, folks, I had crickets in the chat room. Nobody was in the chat room. I had no subscribers, no nothing. I wish I would have known the things that I've known now. Then it was a struggle, up and down struggle, trying to figure out how YouTube works and just trying to find a voice and building. I think I want to give people this advice now. If you're serious about YouTube, think of it as I'm going to create a brand for myself. You want to get to the point where people can say the name of your show or you right off the top of their tongue. That's why I always tell people, make sure you come up with a name that's not too complicated for people to remember or to say off the top of their tongue. But that's how I did it. I just kept grinding it out, and I kind of put myself all over the place, Facebook, podcasting. I'm going to get into that today about repurposing your content and just grinding it out over a period of time. And over that period of time, I was able to build an audience. So I've always been an outspoken person. I've always touched on all different types of issues around, what has happened to the African-American community, politics, relationships. I'm hoping to do some relationship shows on the first channel where I can get folks like yourself and your significant others and talk about relationships and some of the things that we deal with as not only married couples, but raising our kids. So those are some of the things I want to get into down the line. But let me just let everybody know this straight up. I'm a pretty down to earth person. From the day one that I got on YouTube, I did not want to get a big head. I kept saying to myself, no matter how big your channel gets, no matter how you go with this, keep yourself grounded and do not let it get a big head. You still want to connect with the people. So I do the best I can as my channel is growing to still be personable and connect with people. I do not think I'm better than anybody. I did not get a big hit from this. I do get a big hit when there's a particular issue that I'm very passionate about. But that's just the approach that I take. I'm a very personal person. My email's on my channel. People can always email me or contact me if they have any questions they want to ask me, any collaborations, anything of that nature. I do have 4 channels, and this is how it works. So I have a channel called Information Man Speaks Podcast. I have a radio style podcast where you can find me on Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, all of it, right? But my content on the radio portion is more separate content, different from what's on the YouTube podcast. So I've been on that podcast for a while, and I've kind of slowed down putting up content over there lately, and I'm trying to refigure out what my formula is going to be for that channel, what I want to do to reboot it. I do have a couple of new videos over there, but I'm going to start cranking out content over there and getting it going. Because I was telling Coco TV when we talked yesterday, that when you go dormant on your channel for about a couple of months, no matter how many subscribers you have on that channel, you have to repost and reboot that channel so that you can get it back into the algorithms and get it cranking out again. So that's what I'm going to be doing with that channel. I do have an audience over there, and I do get some views over there, but I'm going to still keep building that channel. Then I have what I'm very proud of is the Infor Media Live channel, which I just launched content over there over the last couple of months. And the channel is starting to take off. It's starting to grow. People are responding to it very positively, and I'm very happy about that. And the reason why I create that channel, for anyone that's wondering, is because it's sort of a safe haven for me. I wanted to create something where I could get away from talking about politics and race and, things that are happening in the news, things that can be sort of depressing sometimes for people to hear, things that can make you emotionally angry to hear. So I wanted to get away from that and do something that was different. So Infor Media Live is actually a traditional YouTube channel because it will attract, or it is attracting, people of all races, creeds, sex, and what have you. I got a lot of people follow me from the Philippines, international audience. And that's exactly what I wanted to do in the first place, because it's a channel that I believe will grow faster than what has happened with my first channel, because my first channel is more of a really deep niche channel, which pretty much speaks to a particular population, in this case, African-American people. It doesn't mean that people of other races can't watch, but a lot of the issues I talk about over there does speak to that audience. The Infor Media Live can speak to anyone because everyone needs tips and strategies and ideas of how to improve their channel. So I participate, if I keep going on my pace, that channel could explode further. And I'm not arrogant about it. I just have confidence about it because I'm following strategies that I'm going to tell you all today that can work, but you've got to be patient. And I'm going to say this again. I'm not saying this to have a big head. Here's again, when I first started YouTube, I didn't know anything. I didn't know nothing about tags, cards. I know nothing. I was doing stuff that was janky. Okay. It hurt my channel because I didn't have a head start. Okay. And as a result, it took me a long time to build an audience and grind it out. If I had her quit, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I would have never been able to see where the channel is today. And there would never be an Infor Media Live right now, because if I would have quit, you would have never known the possibilities. I'll tell you two people. You've got Mr. Beast. He's one of the top YouTubers, in terms of his numbers and his popularity of his channel. And you got, I think his name is, I want to say Marquise Brownie, who does the tech. Okay. What you need to know about those two, and he's a brother. He's got a big machine over there. What you need to know about Marquise Brownie is that he's been doing YouTube since he was a little kid. What if he had given up when he didn't get a lot of views? This brother has a huge factory out there in New Jersey where he's producing videos. He's cutting brand deals with companies. Mr. Beast, when he started out, they said he was a terrible YouTuber. He's never going to be anything. He almost quit. Look at Mr. Beast now. He has an exclusive contract with YouTube. He drops a video and it goes viral just like that. These two individuals are at the point where many of us are, where they were doing content and they were trying to find their way and they almost gave up. You see, do not give up on your dream. Do not give up on the possibilities. Social media is only going to get bigger, ladies and gentlemen. It's not getting small. So do not drop out of it, because you're going to regret it if you drop out of it and it explodes further and you say, damn, why didn't I continue with what I was trying to do? Now look at me. I got to start from scratch again.
Wow. Well, that is a lot. I mean, congratulations, brother, on those 4 channels. I got people coming in. Welcome in, everyone. We got Infor Media Live, aka Information Man, in the house tonight. Are there any members that want to come up on the panel to ask information? What should I call you? Infor Media Man?
Just call me Information Man. Everybody knows me by that.
Man. That's how I know.
It's just an easier term.
Hey,
so
you got all the information is what
right.
You got.
So I was running a little bit late. Okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I was coming on. It's because I had prepared a couple of things tonight. So I'm prepared if people have questions about microphones, mix boards. Okay. I have a few things around me that I can pop up on the screen and let people see. Okay. So that they can get an example of equipment that they might want to invest in. Any question that people have, please ask me, because we are learning together. Yes. And let me also say this, because we talked about this yesterday. The 4th channel is a channel that's dormant right now called News Shorts. I'm changing that channel. Eventually, I'm going to rebrand it and change it to a vlog channel. What'll happen on that channel is every time I go live on that channel, you'll see me obviously outside and about. I might be interviewing somebody in the barbershop. I might be at a restaurant talking to someone. I'm going to make it an interesting vlog channel where I'm out into the community. I might be traveling somewhere and let you see the scenery. So that's a channel that's not going to launch right now, because I need to do some more research on how to create that properly. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to see rebranding. You're not going to see News Shorts anymore. You're going to see something totally different. But it's in dormant stage right now. But I got some great things that are going to be coming down the pipeline with that channel. Okay.
So how long have you been doing it? And what was the process of the rest of the channels when you decided to add them on?
Well, I've been on YouTube, not as a content creator now, because a lot of us start out as just people observing and admiring other channels. So I've been on YouTube probably since 2012. If you look at my account, you'll say, 2012. But I didn't start cracking open content until maybe around 2016, 17. Okay. I've got about 13,000 and counting subscribers, 13.1 going. I'm trying to get to 14,000. And I've done that. I said year 2022. It's been a grind and I'm still trying to grow that channel. And what I did is I said, I wanted another channel where I can kind of express some different opinions and subject matters on the podcast channel. Okay. And so, as I was saying before, that channel is going to take a change because what I'm going to do on that channel will be more of me talking to you and putting up various things on the screen. I usually was doing it where I was on the screen, but I think I'm going to go back to what I was doing before, and I'm going to make the video shorter. And then if I go live over there, I'm going to make the lives only an hour. And I am going to give people advice on how to get retention on their channel with how long you should make the length of your pre-produced videos. I'm going to remind people of that importance. So I'm waiting for people to ask me any questions that they may have if they want to come up.
Are there any questions in the chat right now, guys? This is your time. Members, I'm dropping the StreamYard link. Don't be shy, guys. If you want to come up, this is your time. I mean, Information Man is taking the time out to come over on another platform to give out some information to a new community. The ultimate goal, guys, I want you all to please subscribe to him. I feel like he can be just as successful out here as the vidIQs, the Think Medias, and all those channels out here. So guys, let's show him some love. Subscribe to his channel and ask those questions tonight. Right. I mean, I got plenty of questions myself because, you know, I'm trying to get better. I'm at, I'm at 9 months or 10 months in. I'm at point something subscribers. You know, obviously my goal is to kind of continue growing. What are some tips on how all of us can grow?
Well, let me just say this before I talk. One of the people on YouTube that inspired me, I must be honest about this, to do this channel was Roberto Blake. Okay. He's a pioneer in this game. So I take a lot of inspiration from what he's done. I listen to his podcast sometimes. And check this out. Let me let y'all know how this YouTube thing works. Roberto Blake is a legend in this stuff, right? Now, he's got a huge channel. He does media marketing. He's talking to people in seminars and all this stuff like that, right? But he also has a podcast channel. Do you know he probably has more now, but when I was listening to his podcast, he only had about what I have on my other channel, about around 200,000 subscribers. And one night I was listening to him and he was talking about what he needs to do to build the podcast channel up. So what happens is, folks, is that sometimes you can have a bigger channel, but maybe your audience is not interested in what you're doing on the other channel. So keep that in mind. Even your bigger YouTubers might venture out into other channels, and those channels may never or may not be as big as their main channel. It just works that way. Okay. Now, I take inspiration from him because I said, here's a guy who has another huge channel. He's doing a podcast and he's got about 40 or whatever people watching him. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, he should have more people watching him. But then I'm listening to him humbly say, hey, I got to build this channel just like I built my other channel. So what it tells me is that, damn it, you can get to that level because he got to that level with one of his channels. So what you all need to do is think strategy. When I created the Infor Media channel, folks, do this. Take a pen and paper. Take the basic elementary school stuff. Write down what are your goals for the channel. Yes. What is my niche? What skills do I possess? If you already possess a special skill, maybe you're an engineer, maybe you have background in paralegal, maybe you're a chef, whatever your special skill is, if you got a skill, you're going to have the advantage over people on YouTube that are doing that particular thing, but they're just doing it as a novelist. They don't have your expertise. So think about your expertise. Maybe you can create a YouTube channel out of that. Do you have the ability to tell a story? So think about what your skill set is. I want you to jot this down. What is my skill set? What am I good at? Am I good at talking about things, or am I good at illustrating? Because I'm about to launch a video in a couple of days talking about if you're scared about being in front of the camera and you don't want to be in front of the camera, there are great ideas that you can still implement to be behind the camera while still having a YouTube channel that can get you tons of views, and you can monetize it, and you can pretty much make a business out of it. I'm going to be talking about that very soon. So think about those things. Well, what do you possess first?
Information, man. I got somebody backstage.
Okay.
I will tell the chat. I am wanting this to be kind of exclusive for the members of this channel to come up and ask questions. If you're not a member, you can ask a question in the chat. Because there are no members, I'm going to let this person in the stream see what question he has, because ultimately he might ask a question that somebody out there is just dying to ask. So we're going to bring up O'Shea Lennox to the stream. I don't know if he's one of your supporters, Info, but we
Could be. Could be. He sounds very familiar. Oh, yeah. That's Brother Lennox. Yeah.
Is it O'Shea Lennox?
Yeah, the hobbyist. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, welcome in.
He's a good brother. Are you there, brother?
Your mic is muted, the hobbyist.
Yeah. Okay, there he is. Okay,
sorry about that. I actually had both channels going, and I forgot to mute the main one. Well, look, good evening, and thank you for letting me up. And I wasn't aware that it was just a members only thing, but I thank you for letting me up.
Well, no, it's not for members only. I was just wanting to give them some one-on-one attention. But hey, I bet you got a good question. Sharon, we're gonna get to you your questions next, but go ahead, O'Shea.
Well, I don't have a great big question, but look, I just want to reiterate the fact that what Info Man is talking about. Well, I know him as Info Man instead of Info Media. I ain't got the Info Media down.
It's okay, brother.
Look, a lot of the strategies and tips he's given, they really do work, and a lot of it is actually proven. Now, I can't wait to see the video where he come out and show that you can actually use avatars instead of just showing your real face on there. I can't wait to see that video. Info Media. Yeah,
you're gonna love it. I'm gonna be working on that, and I think people are gonna get a kick out of it, and you can have a successful channel. And there's gonna be 31 video ideas without having to show your face that are proven success type channels, if done properly.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what. I've looked at how this Info Media channel have grown since you started it. And man, I mean, look, this thing, it has grown so much. And I think 2 months?
Right. However, it could be, and I'm not being arrogant here, it could be bigger if YouTube would stop taking people from me. That's another issue I'm going to talk about. That's really getting on my nerve, where you get people who subscribe to you, they take them away, and then you look at your count and they went down, and then they give them back to you, because YouTube wants to make sure that people are not spam, right? And that was the reason why I've been on a tirade about how you should handle your growth streams so that YouTube doesn't see people as spam and take them away. And that's something that frustrates me, but it's just the way it is. And even the bigger YouTubers say that they get numbers taken from them.
Yeah. O'Shea, did you have a specific question? Let's do a one and done, because I do have some people backstage. I do want to thank you for coming on. Do you have a question, or were you just wanting to come and comment? Either way, we do appreciate you.
Yeah, I was coming to come in and just support MT. I'm the Info Man.
There you go. Right. Hey, we love it. Well, O'Shea, I hope you don't be a stranger. Stop by the Coco T TV channel anytime. I'm up here soaking it all in myself. So thank you for coming over, and I'll see you next time.
All right, you got another. Hey, you have a new sub.
And he's got a great channel. Y'all should check this brother out too. Pretty great channel.
Y'all drop his link in the chat, please. O'Shea, real quick, tell us about your channel.
All right, my channel is my main channel is called O'Shea Lennox, the Hobbyist, and that's why I go through and exhibit a lot of the hobbies that I do. And look, my main theme is don't bury your talent. And if anybody want to know what that means, just go to Matthew chapter 25, verse 14 through 30, and it would explain about burying your talent. Don't bury your talent; use it. I'm out. Y'all take care.
Okay, brother. wanted to say something too, in terms of a strategy. A most important strategy is, depending on the niche that you're in, you want to look at who are the top YouTubers in a particular niche that you're in that's similar to what you're doing. You want to look at their thumbnails. You want to look at the topics that they write for that gravitates their audience. Now, I'm not saying just outright copy them completely, but what I am saying is you can do those same similar videos, but you might be able to touch on something that they have not touched on. So sometimes what I do, I scout out what other people are talking about, and I'll say, okay, those are really good things that person said, but they didn't touch on this. Because I figure when you got ground level feet on YouTube, sometimes the bigger YouTubers, because they're so much bigger, they don't have the common touch to really know what people are really going through on the ground level. So sometimes you want to talk about things that they may not have covered. And that can actually be a way that you carve out a niche for yourself within any particular niche that you think is oversaturated with content creators. You just got to figure out what you do. So one of the things I want to do on my channel that they don't do is that if I want to talk about a particular subject, for example, we got Point Blank Travel on here. I may not be that familiar with the credit cards, rewards, and all that finances that he knows. So I would get a bunch of people on a panel who have that expertise and get them on the panel and have more of a town hall to talk about how you build those type of channels for people out there listening. So I want to be more personable with this channel. I want to have a more personal touch and not a more out of space touch. So, but I'll stop right there if anybody has questions. Oh, I can't hear you.
All right, well, we got a full house up here tonight. I want to go kind of in order and let them ask the questions. They can't hear?
We can hear you now. Okay. It was before we couldn't hear.
Okay, yeah. So Points Blank, you were up first. Do you have a question for Infor Media tonight?
Oh, yeah, I actually do. First and foremost, great to be here, Coco. You're always putting these great things together. Salute my man, Information Man. Before I ask my question, Information Man, I just got off the phone with Brother Ben. That's a green light. I appreciate you looking out. Salute my brother. I will be joining that network, and I'll text you after this show or maybe tomorrow.
Okay. We would talk about that.
Yeah. I do have a couple questions, but my question on this panel, I think some YouTubers, they'll get to a point where they think they know it all or they have a successful channel. I just recently started 3 other channels, but I'm more focused on 2 and trying to get those monetized. And I'm sure it's some new content creators or even seasoned content creators that's in the comments in the chat or on the panel. What ratio would you use as far as pre-recorded videos and live streams when you're starting a new channel? I mean, because I for myself, I felt like my first channel, I had probably 90% pre-recorded video, then 10% live streams. But I noticed when I did a shift and went more to live streams, obviously I was getting more watch time. But let's say people know Points Blank Travel, but they're still getting to know Points Blank Finance. Mm-hmm. They're definitely going to know the Points Blank experience. But what ratio should it be? A 40-60 ratio or 50-50 ratio, or is there a ratio?
Well, I've said this before. When you're building a new channel, you want to supplement between your pre-produced videos and your live stream. I've noticed it on the new channel myself. The minute I went live and I started doing more live streaming than uploading pre-produced videos, all of a sudden my views went up higher and I got more subscribers and I got more engagement. That's what YouTube wants. They want you to get that engagement and that retention rate. So I would do this. I would continue to grind on your main channel to see if you can leverage more of your audience to come over to the new channel. And I would live stream on that new channel consistently. And then I would drop a couple of pre-produced videos. I've been saying this on the new channel. You want to do between 8 to 12 minutes or 8 to 13 minutes at the very max. Why you do this is because if you do videos between that ratio of time, I'm talking about pre-produced videos, not live streams, that's going to get you a retention rate between 30% and 50% towards watch time. Okay. Now, when you go live, if you're getting 100, the more people view your video, the more people are watching and viewing it, the more watch time you're going to get. So now you supplement that with the live streams. You want to go live stream as much as you possibly can without breaking yourself. And I would say live stream, this is on good information I'm giving you, between 90 to 100 minutes per week. Now you have to figure out whether you can handle doing that twice, every other day. When you got a new channel, it doesn't hurt if you go every other day, but you don't want to burn yourself out because you got many channels. Okay. But if you go every other day, and then the days that you don't go live, drop a pre-produced video within that ratio. The reason why I know this to be true, because if you look at people need to really get into their analytics of their channel. If you look at your analytics, it will show you the retention rate on your video. It'll have a little bar that'll go up. It'll start going down. It'll show you when people peel off from your video and leave. I've been noticing that the shorter videos that I produce have longer retention rate. Oh, another little thing I'm going to drop on people here. This is for pre-produced videos, not the live streams, because you could be more creative with your live streams and your music and your intros and all of that. But when you do pre-produced videos, they are already saying, and I see this for myself, get rid of the intros. It's taking up too much time. Sometimes when you do short videos, people just want the information and they want it now. They don't have time for that. The minute you take the intro out and you just go right into it, your retention rate goes up on the pre-produced videos. If you're doing a live stream and you're playing music and all of that because you're waiting for the audience to come in, live streams are different because that's like an experience that you're giving people. But the pre-produced videos, keep them straight to the point. Now they've got their information and they're going to stay on your video, and the analytics will show you, wow, they're staying on the video damn near to the end. That means my retention rate's going up, watch time's going up. And then it tells the algorithms, people like this video, let's push it out more, especially if you get more and more views on it.
You bring up a good point, information, man, because one thing I noticed, and I'm starting to do it more, is I'm having a longer countdown to get people into the lives. I'm also implementing a 2-minute song to get people hyped up. But then I'm also, after, and I kind of came up with this yesterday, after it goes published and it's no longer live and it now becomes a replay, I'm editing that portion out. So I'm starting from me talking instead of the 4-minute let people, because I'll be honest, I got that from you, and I always believe there's nothing wrong with copying as long as you're copying the right cat. And you are the right cat to copy. And I started making my 5-minute, countdowns, and I'm like, that's cool. But if I go in there and I'm watching a replay, I'm gonna do one or two things. Either I'm gonna skip past that 5 minutes anyway, or I'm just gonna click out of the replay and I'm gonna go to the next person. Now, One last question. This is a full house. I'm about to get out of here. We kind of did it close to the same time, but I know you had the popularity of Information Man show, 13,000, 14,000 subscribers. And you go into one of your lives. I was in there the other day, Sunday. You got 200 people strong. You stay consistent at 200 people in your live. But then when you go to Infor Media live,
yeah,
and like me, you come to a Points Blank Travel live stream and it's rocking. But then when I go to Points Blank Finance and do a live stream, and I got 6 people in there. Did that mentally frustrate you at any given point? Like when you started your new channel? Okay.
No, because I got to be honest with everybody on YouTube. People like watching content that's sort of sexy and sort of in your face like a train wreck. I already knew that the content that I'm doing on the new channel is not going to bring people over in droves. So I've been ear hustling everybody with the new channel on my other channel over and over again. Come over and subscribe. The reality is that people are not going to subscribe to that content that are not either interested in being content creators, or they're not interested in knowing what we do behind the scenes in terms of creating channels. There are people that are interested in that, people that want to create channels or want to improve their channel. So I already know. I got to be honest with you, brother. I'm actually more concerned about building a whole new audience of new people who are interested in what I'm doing. So check this out. With the first channel, when I first started that channel, I had crickets in the chat room. I mean, I'm telling you, it was crickets like this.
Yeah, I know the
right. You know why? Because nobody knew who I was, and the algorithms didn't know who the hell I was. So the more you keep doing content and doing lives and cranking out stuff All of a sudden, the more successful your channel starts to grow, it pushes your content out. More people start to find out who you are. So right now, people who are following me over there, they're starting to know who I am, and they'll go and tell more people. Word of mouth is really great. So right now, look, I've only got 28 videos on the channel. I've got 2 videos on the channel that went to what, 2.5K. Only 28 videos. That tells me just keep grinding it out, because today I might have 30 people in the chat room watching me, but tomorrow or next year or whatever, it could be bigger than that. The more I keep creating content that people want to watch. This is the key again, folks. Sometimes people get on YouTube and you think it's all about you. It's not. Stop it. It's about what the audience wants. The audience is the algorithm. You must understand what do people want to watch in the niche that you've chosen. This is why I keep saying, look at what the bigger YouTubers are getting in terms of their numbers and the topics that they're talking about. That's usually telling you what people are interested in. Of course, they got a big channel, yes, but you want to look at what are people looking for. This is why YouTube gave us a nice little tool in the research bar where you can find out what your audience is looking at now, or if there's a content gap. A content gap basically means an area where there's not enough content in that particular subject. So when you go into your analytics, and YouTube has that new system called research, it has an area where you can click into it and change it to content gap. That tells you, hey, I can make a video about this particular subject in my particular niche that there's not enough of that people are looking for. I'll stop right there.
My questions, man. I'm gonna step down. There's several people on the panel. I want to say what's up to Tag and Sharon and Trudy. I'm gonna step down, man. Let everybody else.
Thank you so much, Points Blank. Moderators, if y'all can do me a favor and drop the link for Points Blank Travel and Points Blank Experience, that would be very helpful. So coming up next, thank you so much, Points Blank Travel. Coming up next, guys, we got 3 ladies on here. Y'all all came up at the same time. Sharon, I know you had 2 questions in the chat. I am going to let you get one of those questions out. So whichever one is more important to you, because I'm sure your other one going to get answered anyway, go ahead and ask Information Man. And then we got a few other people waiting. So let's hear it, girl. Tell us about your channel and then ask your question.
Hey, okay, I'm Sharon and I am a health motivator. And so I just share about my journey. I share about weight loss, in particular, my weight loss journey, how to do it, and my products that I use and that is attached to my business. And so that's basically what my channel is about currently right now. When I first started my channel back in 2014, it was basically just from Periscope, because I was going live on Periscope and I was sharing and cooking live and doing things from scratch that way. And so my question now is, basically, how do I use hashtags? Like, I feel like I use them correctly, but I feel like I'm not. I put the same hashtags in my live in my upload each time, because if I do that each time, then it's consistent, and anybody who's clicking or searching in particular those catchphrases or keywords, my video will pop up. And so I hope I'm doing this correctly. Can you please share with me if let
me do something here.
Oh, you need me to share anything, information?
Yeah, I was going to go into my first channel and let people, I have it already set up, but let me, because I want to remind people about how to set up their page, but let me do this. Let me do this first of all. When it comes to the hashtag, you already got me up there. So let me see. Yeah. I need to go into one of my videos. So let me go into, hopefully this thing will let me.
There, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. You guys are tuned in to a live help. We got Information Man, the Information Man show, and his newest channel, Infor Media Live. He is here on Coco TV tonight, giving the audience a live look at what it looks like behind the scenes and how we can get our channels.
Let me mute that. Okay, let me go into what did I want to go into? Oh,
Okay.
let me go into this right here.
And he
Hopefully
just
this thing is
asked, do
going
the
to.
hashtags go in the title or description box? Thank you, Daryl. That's kind of along the lines of what Sharon
Okay.
just asked. So that's awesome.
Okay, can everybody see this right here? This is the video I did on Sunday about unfortunately DL and
Monique.
Miss Monique's battle that's going on right now. It's kind of a sad situation. Can everybody see that right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So so this is the title, of course, this is a long title. Usually I like to have shorter titles, but it's okay. So on this particular title, guess what I'm going to do with this title, folks? I'm going to take this title. This is how you optimize your video. If you've got vidIQ or if you're using TubeBuddy, as you can see, I have TubeBuddy by the symbol TubeBuddy to the right of me, which is a red symbol. But this is a poor woman's way of doing this. You simply cut and paste, like I have that there, that title into the beginning of your description of your video. So if you see right here, Monique and DL Hughley contract beef, let's talk with a real lawyer, Empire Esquire TV. Then I put here, this video is about, so every time you do a video, you want to put a description of what the video is going to be about. And you're going to take the title of your video, you're going to cut and paste it into the beginning of your description like I have here. Now, as I go down, now you're going to take that title, you're going to make it a tag, and I'm going to go down to my tag box, and hopefully you'll see this. Going down, going down, going down. There it is. Now check this out. You see how I'm ranking in some things here? This is what, when you have TubeBuddy, or just not even, you don't even need TubeBuddy for this to happen. Right here, I use my title as a tag. That tag has a 1 ranking. Then I use what? The name of my channel. People need to do this. I took the name of my channel. I drop it into this tag box. Right here, it says tags can be useful if the content in your stream is commonly misspelled. That's another thing that it helps you with. Okay. Now, tags are important, but they're not as important as they once were, ladies and gentlemen. This is what YouTube is telling you. It will help you out if there's something misspelled in your description, but tags are definitely helpful for what? Metadata. You want to metadata the hell out of your video to give yourself the best chance for it to be viewed and for the algorithms to push it through the YouTube streets. And the YouTube streets will understand what it is your video is about and what your channel is about. So you want to do what they call best practices. So I put my name of my channel in there, Information Man Show. This is my first channel, and that ranked to number 2. So then when you put tags in here, you want to put tags that reflect the title, that reflect the description of your video. So obviously this is about Monique. So I'm going to put her name in here. I'm going to put DL name in here. I say DL DL's contract. That gave me a 27. And it will populate other numbers. I put news in here because that is a news issue. So I put all these Monique and versus DL. Okay, for example, Monique stand up, DL comedy. So you want to put names that are related to the topic to create the tags. Okay. And this is important to put your title as a tag, the name of your channel as a tag, and any descriptions that reference the video you're doing. If it's about a person, a place, a thing, you want to put it in there to help metadata the best practices for your channel. That's what that is right there. I'm going to come out of that, and hopefully, I hope that wasn't too wordy. I don't know.
Well, I will admit that I have not really been using the tags function in the studio. I've just been relying on hashtags in my description box.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, and this comes straight from YouTube. This is not something that I made up. YouTube's recommendation is that you describe what your video is about in the beginning.
Okay.
And then most of the people who talk about optimizing the video say put your title in the beginning, like I said earlier, and then put all those other hashtags or whatever stuff you want to put at the bottom of your description. Okay. You don't want to mix it all up in your description. You want to put it in the bottom of your description. Okay. But however, you know where those little hashtags really need to go, and people tend to forget this. Let me go back into my
let me get you added back, that stream back.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so let me go open up my channel, and you'll probably see what I normally see on my channel. Or hopefully you'll see this. You know how in the beginning of your channel, let me see, is it showing that? Damn it, please show it. Please show it. Okay, bam. You see where it says keywords, channel keywords? You see that? You put this.
I don't see it. Do y'all see it, ladies?
Let me
You
make
may
sure
have
this
to
is. Oh, you know what? No, I know what's wrong. I don't have this. I'm gonna zoom it in more.
Okay.
Boom. That's better. Damn, I should have had it like that when I was talking about the tags and stuff. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. Now do you see what I'm talking about?
No, you may have to scroll down some.
Let me see.
Kiki said, no, we did not see any of it.
Oh, I know what's going on.
What?
I'm sorry. I opened up a whole nother, excuse me. I know what it is.
Okay.
It's not, I opened it up, but it's not opened in the, where I have it.
Okay. Oh, did he, did he knock himself off? Looks like he did. Your favorite couple. Hey, I got these celebrity moderators in the chat tonight. I'm sure he'll be back, guys. Let me drop the link back for him again. He got knocked off some kind of way when he was trying to unshare his screen. But y'all, so thank y'all so much. Y'all make sure you guys have your question ready when it gets to you. All right, there you are.
Okay. I think I got knocked out. Let me do this because I have this all set up and ready to go. Okay.
Okay.
Let me take that off. I think I opened up more, and I think that's the reason why it threw me off like that. Let me just go back over here. Okay. I can take that off. All right.
Hey, everyone coming in. Thank y'all for being here.
Okay. Let me share the screen.
All right.
Go back up in here. Give me 1 minute, and this should be effective. There we go. There we go. Okay. Can you put me up on the screen there?
Yep.
Okay. You see where it says channel keywords?
Oh, yes.
This is really where you want to see. A lot of people put all those taggy things in their description, and you can put that, but I would say put it after the description of your video because you don't want to confuse the algorithm, right?
Okay.
So you can put that. So if you look at my channel, I always put all those links and all that other stuff underneath the description, right?
Okay.
But this is where you utilize channel keywords because these channel keywords tell YouTube's algorithms what your channel is all about. So, of course, I do politics, news, history, information, culture, motivation, truth. So I put all these things in here, podcasts, fatherhood, relationships. So whatever, not to be too wordy here, whatever your channel is about, you want to go into the settings of your YouTube channel and put these things in here. And so let me see if I can go. Can I go into the settings right here? I don't want it to kick me out like it did before. But if you go into your settings,
Okay.
there will be an area that will show you, and I'll probably look that up before we end tonight. And you can put all these keywords, which are basically like tags, in here. That also helps YouTube to define what your channel is about.
I've seen that, and I've actually added something in there. Sharon, is this kind of answering your question that you had? Okay.
I hope it did. I hope it. And I don't know how many people are using something like vidIQ or TubeBuddy, because TubeBuddy and vidIQ will help populate the tags for you.
Okay.
It basically does the work for you once you come up with your title. And just so everybody knows, they both have a free version. So if you're concerned about, well, I don't want to pay for this extra, this and that, they do have free versions. I do pay for the pro version, which is about $9 a month that I pay. It's completely worth it because it gives me a little bit more detail and insight into coming up with titles for my channel, tags, and also helping me to optimize the video and helping me to get in rank based on a really good title that's searchable.
Okay. Well, Sharon, I want to thank you for that question. You were asking questions in the chat, so thank you. I hope you stay around because I'm sure he's going to give out some definitely more information that's going to be very helpful tonight. Next up, Tag for short, if you don't mind telling us about your channel and asking your one question to Information Man.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello to everyone in the chat as well. Thank you, Coco, for putting this on and all that you're doing. Infor Media, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a food channel, a mukbang channel, but one of the things that I realized is I probably should have started a different channel, because I started that channel several years ago, but it was mostly music and things like that. And so I kind of mixed in like doing hauls and music, and then I kind of realized that more people were into the mukbang videos, and so I started doing those, and I probably should have started another one. But my question that I have is, if I am recording, let's say on a weekend, I record 4 videos and I upload them to have them ready for the week, does that hurt your channel?
No. You're preparing yourself. It just depends on when you're dropping the videos. So if you prepare 4 videos in advance, how often are you dropping them between each other?
Well, I've had, like, for example, I usually will upload like 3 to 4 times a week. So I'll set them to publish on particular days, so like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then sometimes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay. Are you publishing them? Are they back to back? Or are you letting a little gap time between each video, like giving each video time to breathe a little bit for its views?
Right.
Are you doing that with them? Like, for example, I'll give you an example. I'm sorry. I'll give you an example. So let's say I have 3 videos. I drop a video on Monday and I give it Tuesday to Wednesday to accumulate some views. Then I drop the next video on Thursday. Let that accumulate views for the next 3 days. Right? Or 48 hours, whatever you want to call it. Then I drop the next video, let's say on a Saturday now, because I dropped a video on Thursday. That to me is a great way, a great formula if you want to do it that way. And just for people to know this, YouTube does not stop promoting your video just because you drop one very soon after the other. It will treat every video the same in terms of pushing it through the algorithms. And then there's some videos that's going to catch hold and some videos that may not catch hold, right? But you also want to think about this, and everybody knows I've been saying this on the channel. Thumbnail. Thumbnail is the first impression that a person experiences with your channel. Thumbnail and title. So you got to think about when you go into a bookstore, or even when you do this test on yourself. If you're at home and you got a desktop computer, I want you to open up your browser, because that's what it is. It's a library of people advertising what they're doing on their channels. And I want you to just look straight at the screen and look at what video thumbnails or just video captions capture your attention. Where does your eye veer over to? Whatever video thumbnails is catching your eye the most, that tells you psychologically that those are the type of thumbnails that gravitates people's attention and gravitates your attention. One of the things that they talk about is that people like facial expressions. People gravitate towards whether you look sad, you look happy. They like seeing people's faces on the thumbnail. It brings a certain excitement to them. So if you're dropping these videos like this, make sure that you improve your thumbnails to gravitate people's attention on those videos. Right. Okay. And then I would ask you this too, with having 3 videos set up for the week, which I think is great planning. What are the strategies are you implementing right now on any of those videos, or if all of those videos, to gain the audience that you want?
Well, I feel like I'm not doing enough after listening to you, some of the things that you had as far as tip wise, because really, I don't really do a lot of premieres. I've only had a few premieres. I haven't really done a lot of lives at all. And so I kind of see that there are things that I need to do, because I really upload and then I'll share like on my community page and things like that. But that's pretty much all I've done. Okay.
This is what I would tell you. And this is not a criticism, it's constructive criticism. Yeah. You're actually hurting the potential growth of your channel by not live streaming and taking advantage of the premiere videos. This is the reality. When YouTube came into our reality back in the early 2000s, it was mainly an uploading platform. A lot of people don't know this about YouTube. YouTube actually was a dating site too. People didn't know that. A long time ago, right? So YouTube is sort of moved away from being this upload site. I know this for a fact because if I upload videos on my bigger channel, even this channel, they get views, but they're not getting as many views as quickly, depending on if it's a subject matter that just strikes at the heart of what people are looking for. So I guarantee you, I want you to try this. And I understand if you're busy, you got work, and maybe that could be the reason why you're not live streaming a lot. But I want you to do this. Instead of just doing the uploads, how about you do 2 live streams a week and upload once a week? 2 live streams a week and maybe do the rest upload, depending on what your schedule and what you can handle. I can almost guarantee you, if you grind this out like this consistently, you're going to see your views go up, and you're going to see maybe some subscribers come in, because people come on YouTube and they're looking for live streams. I know this is a fact. People go on YouTube and they're saying, who's on live? Nobody's going on YouTube and saying, who's not live? Yeah. No, people, and most people use their cell phones to look at content, and they really like to see live streams. Okay. So by going live, you're going to make yourself discoverable. You're going to get more retention rate because people are going to be watching you for a while. You're going to get pushed through the algorithms. And when you go live, for whatever reason, the YouTube notifications seem to send it out more rapidly.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I think you need to do more live streams.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much for that. And for sure. And really, that would save me some time because I spend a lot of time on editing. So I'm like, if I think about it that way, then I would actually be saving time. So,
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that helpful, Tag?
I hope it was helpful.
Very. Well, thank you so much. We are going, and ladies, Sharon and Tag, y'all are welcome to hang out. But if not, you guys can hang out in the chat. Next up is going to be Trudy Lee from the Sincere team. If you can tell us about your channel and ask your question to Infor Media Live. You may be on mute. There you go. Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Coco.
How you doing?
Hi, Infor Media man. How you doing?
Hey, thank you. Glad to be here.
I'm happy that you're here. I'm learning a lot. Like a lot of my questions got answered kind of, so I had to think of another question because the live thing was kind of what I used to do like a lot more. And I definitely like 100% it touched me because I know for a fact that I've experienced that the lives worked so much more better for my channel. So like my whole thing is I wanted to know, can you do too many things? Like I kind of feel like you answered this question in a sense, but I just want to like direct.
When you say too many things, can you be specific as to the areas that you're touching on?
Yeah, so I do. So on my channel, it's like mukbangs, motivational vlogs, a little bit of pranks, cooking videos. I had a talk show at a point in time. The list goes on, and it's like I only been doing YouTube since the beginning of the pandemic for like almost 2 years.
Okay. Let me ask you a couple of specific questions. How many subscribers do you currently have on your channel?
1,700.
1,700. What is the usual? What you want to do is you want to go into your analytics. I want you to look at all. This is what I want you to do. This is going to be very simple. I want you to go into your analytics where it says content, because YouTube changed the analytics system where you go into content and it breaks everything up nicely. I want you to look at your content in the analytics and look at what are the videos that got the most views based on all the stuff that you just told me. You said that you do a little bit of everything, right?
Yes.
Let's name it. You said you do motivational speaking?
Yeah, I used to have a show called True Car Club.
Okay. Basically, in a nutshell, look at the videos that got the best response. because those videos that got you the best response could be your clue into what you should be doing. The problem with creating channels where you're doing so many different things that when people subscribe to your channel, they may have subscribed to you because they like that one thing that you did. And then when you start doing other stuff, they say, hey, I didn't sign up for that. I signed up for the motivational stuff. I signed up for the, for the meditation or whatever, right? Or the politics that you're talking, or the whatever it may be. So you got to think about what videos consistently, don't just look at one, look at the consistency. When I did these videos, and I did multiple tunes of these videos seem to be the ones that get the most traction out of the other ones. That's telling you right there, maybe that's what I need to do. And if you have passion to do the other stuff, you might have to consider creating another channel for the other stuff. Right. However, I got this on good information from Nick Nimmons. When you have a channel and you want to experiment with that channel, just say you got a channel that's a cooking channel, but you want to experiment with some other stuff. You want to do like maybe 10% of this new stuff as a tester to see how does my audience take to this. Because if you just give them a little bit of it and you'll learn in your analytics, okay, they don't like that. Let me get away from that. So you can, there's always room to experiment and try new things because your audience might like it. And then also take advantage of your poll. YouTube gave us a poll system. You can poll your audience and say to them and put a post. What content do you like the most that I'm producing? So now because what you're doing is you're asking your audience instead of assuming what your audience likes.
I just put a poll on you said just to take that same. I said, what do y'all want to see? Because I'm thinking about
right. So what you want to do is make sure you post in your community tab, and you do a little poll when you go live, and get some feedback. But your best feedback, I'll be honest with you, is looking at the analytics that tells you what the audience likes. Another thing you want to do, my sister, as I don't know how many people do this, go into your analytics and see what is the age and the sex of people who watch your channel. YouTube already tells you, do you have 80% women, 35% men, whatever that percentage is. I gotta be honest, you might want to slight your content that fits the sex and even the age of your average YouTube subscriber and viewer. Because that tells you right there, if you have more older people watching you, you got to think about what their life is like, right? How much time they got on their hands. If you're looking at younger people, they're all over the place on social media. They may not have time to listen to these long ass videos because they on TikTok. So your age demographics tells you, the older people tend to have more time on their hands than the younger people that's in school and they running all over the place. So you got to think about that, because that could tell you automatically, this is the subject matters that will speak to this audience, their age, the sex, all of that. If you got all women following you, you might think about creating a channel that speaks to women's issues, health issues, relationship issues. Just look at your age demographics, and that tells you what you need to do.
That is good.
Definitely answer my question. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No problem. Rudy. I appreciate you too, sister.
Thank you. And then
I'll be here.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Okay. We're glad to have you. I'm glad to have everybody here. I want more people to come up. Hey, everybody in the chat room, please come on up.
Yes, I'm gonna drop that.
Come on now.
We got your favorite couple. If you
I gotta give them a clap. I gotta give them a clap. Wait a minute. All right.
Y'all tell us about your channel for those of us in the audience who don't know. And then y'all ask away. Thank y'all for being here, guys. And thank y'all for being such amazing moderators in there tonight.
Well, thank you for creating this platform. And thank you, Information Man, for doing this. This is like $1 million and you're offering it for free. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. First of all, let me say this. They're some of the biggest supporters on my new channel. They come over all the time. So I definitely appreciate you all. Definitely.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Well, let me tell you a little bit about our channel. It's about marriage. Our whole objective is to display God's love in a just a all around way. So mostly we travel a lot, and we, in a inner center area, a lot of people don't travel. We were traveling during COVID. So a lot of people were watching us during that COVID because they was afraid to travel.
Right.
We were still traveling. We pretty much took the third cruise out when it first came out within the COVID. But it's mostly marriage, lifestyle. So
yeah, and so we didn't initially start out as a travel channel per se. We just wanted to just like not be put into a single box. We just wanted to just display to show that marriage can be fun. You can have fun while you're married. And so our question kind of centers around the previous question. And it's if you have a gumbo channel per se, kind of like ours, that we invade homes, we travel, we do various things. How do you know when to keep the gumbo channel and create various playlists versus start another channel and each channel focus on the different niches in which you're trying to portray?
I'm glad you said that. This is what I want to do. I wanted to talk about this too. Let me, I'm going to move back. What you could do is, I don't know how many people do this, but you talked about playlists. You want to create, when you look at your channel, for example, let me enlarge this so people can see this. I want to ask them if they're doing this, because you can continue doing what you're doing and label everything so that people who come to your channel can say, hey, they got the gumbo. I want to look at the gumbo videos. Oh, they got the travel. I want to look at the travel videos, right? So let me share my screen. Let me know if anyone is creating their page like this. And I know people know about this sort of stuff, but you got to do it. So let me share that. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you right now, and this is for everybody and as well as for you, Coco. Do you have a trailer on your channel? This is my trailer right here.
I don't.
The trailer is what tells people exactly what to expect. So if you're doing a channel like what you have, where you do a variety of different things, you want to display that as a disclaimer in your trailer video where you tell people, hey, your favorite couple on this channel, this is what you can expect. We do trips. We do, we're doing relationship, marriage and, all these different things. So now when people come to your channel, they're getting a nice little visual introduction to what your channel is about, which invites them in to possibly say, wait a minute, they're doing travel. I may not be that interested in the marriage stuff personally.
Yeah.
But the travel, hell yeah. Let me, excuse my language. Let me subscribe to that. So if you haven't put a trailer, let me just stop right there. I don't want to be too assumptuous here. Do you have a trailer on your channel?
I don't, but I'm going to get one. And I see official Jamie said I don't, but I will now. So I definitely want to do that.
Yeah. Coco, before this show is over, I do have a constructive criticism that I noticed today with the live stream. That I want to talk to you about. For example, when I went to your page, and I want to answer their question. When I went to your page, I could not find the live stream on your page being presented as a upcoming live stream.
Oh, wow.
It's a very simple fix.
Okay.
That could actually hurt your channel. If someone comes to your channel and they see your videos that you've already done, but maybe they say, hey, I want to see this person live. But if they don't see where it says an upcoming live coming up, you just missed out on a person who might possibly want to come back and watch you when you go live because they don't know when you go live. A trailer like I have here can help that, but you also want to set up your channel with that upcoming live, and I'll show you how to do that. But let me get back to
I'm gonna take that
our favorite couple here.
I do need to know that. I'm gonna write myself a note for that.
Let me scroll down to make my point here. So now there go my trailer, and then this is what I did here. Okay, on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, the majority of people who watch YouTube are watching on their cell phone. They are not watching on their desktop. They do watch on the desktop and on TVs and all of that, smart TVs. But the majority of people are consuming YouTube on their phone. Why? Because we live in a busy time where people are always on the go. So you always want to put a trailer. And then right here, I have most recent videos. So every time I go live, I set up most recent videos. How do you set this up? It's just simply this. You click into where it says custom channel, customizing your channel. Okay. When you click into that, that will allow you to create all this stuff. So, but let me scroll down here. I don't want to be too long here. Right here, I say great guest interviews. So every person that I bring on the channel that I've interviewed personally goes into its own category. Anybody looking at my channel will say, hey, I want to check out his guest interviews. And then when I stroll down, these are my popular uploads. These are the videos that got the most views. My first video that was a breakout video for me when I started YouTube was why African Americans are moving to Africa. That got me 65,000 subscribers and counting.
Wow.
All right. They're not 65 subscribers, 65,000 views. I did a couple videos, popular videos on popular characters like Umar Johnson and Brother Polite. That got me 8.8 thousand views, 8.3 thousand views. So this is all my popular views on popular videos. So I got 7.3. These videos like this are hot topics. They always give me the highest views. But then check what I did. If people are saying, hey, I just want to look at pre-produced videos that are short videos, well, check this out. Pre-produced videos, social issues. I did one on African journey timeline, vitamin D, immune system, health for this virus that we had, Black Mexicans, roots. So these are just examples. Then you scroll down here and say, I did some videos on interesting people, drama. And here we have, once again, Monique. And I have that categorized. Then I have breaking news. These are all the breaking news things that took place. Kevin Samuels, who passed away, the situation in Buffalo. Then down here, I'm very big on the whole issues around reparations. And I have all my reparations videos all nicely filed for you. Oh, I was one of the few people on YouTube when this whole virus broke out that did a lot of videos on this, a lot. And I call it my coronavirus files. And then I have my radio podcast where I did a few things where I don't show my face, but I'm just talking. And I did a video on my man Kobe Bryant. Unfortunately, he passed away, as we already know. So I have everything categorized. So I would say, let me just get out of there real quick and come back into here. Let me just pop that off the screen to our favorite couple. Your favorite couple. Maybe you can just simply categorize your videos, put all your travel videos together in a line like I have there, put all your food videos, all your personal videos about relationships and things of that nature, put them in a category so that maybe you don't have to. I mean, how many subscribers do you have on your channel?
We had about 1,800.
That's pretty good. And when you go live, how often do you go live?
That's a good question. So
once a century.
Yeah, like every season. So we're going live this Friday, and so we're doing pretty much a collaboration. I'm big on collaborating. So
Yes.
I'm collaborating. So we're going live this Friday at 7:00 Central Time. But we haven't been live in a long time.
Yeah, it's hard because of our work schedule.
Our work schedule is crazy.
Not to be too personable, not to be in your business is what I'm trying to say. Are you usually free from work on the weekends, or do you work primarily during the week?
7 days.
It's pretty.
You must be business owners or something like that. Are you business owners?
Partially.
Yes.
So it's a combo of things. Being in leadership and corporate is hard. So I do a little bit of everything. But I thought about batch recording, like Tag mentioned, recording a whole bunch of videos here.
Yeah.
Her ideal is like spot on. I think that would really help. Shout out to her.
I was going to say to you just that maybe if you record a bunch of videos and make them all premieres.
Okay.
Don't upload them the reason why is because people like going into chat rooms and talking to each other. People like feeling like they're a part of a community. And the reason why the uploads just by themselves don't always get you the biggest traction if you got a small channel still is because people don't, what I'm learning is people don't like looking at videos by themselves. They like being a part of a community where they can talk to people and say, hey, what do you think about this? Or, talk to each other, right? Because when you look at a video that's just an upload, you're basically watching it by yourself. And even though they can give you feedback, they can't piggyback off of other people. So do the premiere videos where you give people the chance to come into your chat room and engage with you. And the great thing about the premiere videos with your busy schedule, you can set them for whatever time you want. And if you got time to go into your cell phone and just say, hey, everybody, we're not here, but hey, I hope y'all enjoy this video, right? So it's a great way to still be busy. You're still busy, but you're still giving content that's uploaded like it's alive. I would say do that. Another thing I would ask you to do is to continue promoting your channel is maybe come up with a schedule to put out some YouTube shorts. To remind people that we still here, we still loving y'all, and we doing A, B, and C. So I would start cranking out those YouTube shorts. You know why? Because YouTube shorts, you can get money off of them. They can be monetized, right?
Can you elaborate a little bit more on the YouTube Shorts Infor Media? Because I did have a lot of people send me inboxes asking about the Shorts program. I haven't personally posted a short, but I'm curious about it.
Well, what YouTube is doing is that they've allocated a certain amount of money. And I know Junk Closet, she's talked about this. She's really good at this stuff too. They've allocated a certain amount of money. And if your video short gets a certain amount of views and you turn it on, you have to turn them. People don't forget this. When you do a YouTube shorts, if your channel is monetized already, you still have to go into your YouTube studio and turn the monetization on the short. If you're wondering, well, why I ain't getting no residuals from this. I got a whole bunch of views because you forgot to turn it on like you turn on the video. You still got to turn it on. So don't forget to do that. But if your video goes viral, YouTube will contact you and tell you that you're eligible to get some of this money that they've allocated. So you got to turn your monetization on that short, turn it on. And then if your video goes viral for whatever reason, you can make some money.
Would you suggest someone to, if they're mentioning that they don't have time to really upload videos, and would you recommend the shorts program?
Yes, I would recommend people do shorts because you want people to remember that your channel exists.
Yeah.
You're still here. So I would do that. Also, let me ask the couple here too. Do you have a TikTok page?
We don't have a TikTok page, so we just only market from Facebook Reels and also IG Reels a lot and stories.
Okay. I'm going to be doing a video about the best time to post to Instagram. But if you are curious to create a TikTok, I have a video on the Infor Media channel that talks about the best time to post on TikTok on the weekdays and on the weekend. I'm going to be honest, folks. I got a TikTok page, but I'm also derelict at this. I do not post as much content on TikTok as I probably should myself. Now, every now and then I'll post it. I'm going live on YouTube, but I do not post as much. TikTok is one of those things that I've just haven't been able to get into because I just don't do. I know on TikTok people do little skits and stuff, and it's just not my thing, to do little skits and stuff. So, but you could still leverage it to bring people over to your YouTube channel, and you definitely can leverage Instagram to bring people over to your YouTube channel. So I would say if you don't want to mess with TikTok, maybe go live every now and then on your Instagram to talk to the people, to promote what you're doing. It helps.
Okay.
Hold on. Since we are on shorts information, man, Tag threw in a question that's related to it. She said she was watching a video and the advice was that if you started making shorts, it can hurt the algorithm. What do you say to such comment? Like maybe confusing the algorithm on a channel?
Well, you got to ask yourself, why would YouTube create this? We got to think about this logically. Mm-hmm. Why did YouTube create shorts in the first place?
Yeah.
Can anyone answer that question?
To drive traffic to YouTube.
Who's their biggest competition right now?
TikTok.
People are going to be funny, going to laugh when not going to believe what I'm saying. TikTok is technically the number one content platform right now. You can go live on TikTok if you get 1,000 subscribers. So TikTok is their biggest competition. TikTok has actually been taking younger demographics away from YouTube. So YouTube said, how can we compete with TikTok? Let's give them shorts. Now, ask yourself the next logical question. Why would YouTube create something that would impact your channel. YouTube is in the business of making money. Why would they want to create something that would stop you from getting views, stop you from blowing up, when you blow up, they're going to make money off your super chat. They get, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube makes 30% off your super chats. Why would they want to mess with their money?
Yeah.
Your money and their money. So I don't really think that, I haven't heard anybody who talks about this type of content on YouTube, even the big guys, say that making shorts is going to hurt your channel and the algorithm. No, by the contrary, it could actually help you get more subscribers who come over, because this is what I've been doing. And I haven't seen anybody do this lately. When I go live on my channel, I'll do a YouTube short. Check this out, folks. And I'll say, hey, everybody, I'm Infor Media Live. I'm about to do a video in a few minutes. I want you to come on over about when is the best time to post on YouTube. And if you're new to this short, you've never seen me before, hey, subscribe to the channel, check out what I'm doing. So I'm basically talking to people and telling them that I've got an upcoming video, emphasizing the importance of giving them value, because people don't want to watch you unless they know that, well, what's the value that I'm getting? Why should I come over and watch your channel? What are you giving me? Oh, I'm telling you about the best time to post on YouTube. Okay, let me check it out. They come over, they may subscribe. Now I've got the video itself. Check this out. A couple of my videos that I ranked in YouTube for, guess what was right behind it? My YouTube short, sitting right there with it. So now I'm giving people a dovey. I haven't seen anybody do this technique. I've got my video ranked, and because I'm using the same title as my video in my YouTube short. So now the YouTube short is ranked right aside the other videos. I haven't seen anybody do that. That's doing what? That potentially can drive me some traffic.
Yeah.
Because now people are seeing me more.
Yes. So still on shorts. Sound like shorts is a hot topic. I'm gonna read a few things to you real quick. Some Kiki and Love to Travel with Wade both are asking really, how do you turn on the monetization? Kiki says she posted, how long should a short be, because I made a short and it is still not allowing me to turn on monetization. Love to Travel with Wade is asking, how do you turn on monetization for a short?
Okay.
I don't know that.
For example, let me share my screen again.
Yep. And then also we're noticing ZR Family Flex said that they noticed shorts does help with subscribers, but it doesn't always maintain subscribers like the longer content. Coffee Talk and Tech, welcome in. Short form people tend not to care about your long for content in general, not always.
Can you okay. Now, everybody, when you go into your YouTube studio, when you go on your YouTube page, it has where it says customize, and then it has manage content. You click into your managed content and you see right here, I'm in my content, right? And I'm strolling down. These are a couple of shorts. I go over here and it says monetization. I click the button and turn it on.
Okay.
Now, I don't know. This could be because, look, my channel is already monetized.
Okay.
So it might be an easier process for me. But everybody, if you have not, just go into your YouTube studio or your YouTube page, click into manage content. When the content pulls up and it has where it says videos, not lives, not your posts or your stories, but your videos, scroll down, make sure it's public, and then go over here where it says monetization and turn it on.
Okay.
See right here, I'm going to click right here.
Yeah,
see turn it on, turn it off.
It's just like turning your monetization on for your live or
right.
Yeah.
You could take me out of there.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Oh,
and let me remind people of this. And I'm going to read something to you. Matter of fact, no, I'm going to show it because I want people to know that I'm not lying here, because I don't think people are picking up on this. This is what I'm going to do. Let me go to my new channel. I want people to see this. Let me switch
Let me
into.
tell the audience who we got in here. Y'all, we are live with the Information Man, aka Infor Media Live. If you are not subscribed to his channel, y'all, please do. I'm going to ask the moderators if they will drop Infor Media Live. It is an up and coming YouTube channel that is focused on tips, pointers, insight, and helping you grow your channel. If you don't get your question answered here tonight, y'all go over there and connect with him and ask those questions in the chat. But thank you again, Infor Media, for being here. Continue on. Right. Thank you.
I'm sending out some more alerts.
Oh, he's sending out alerts. But welcome in, everyone. Oh, and we did have a question, too, about the RPM. And I do have 2 other questions that someone asked, but I definitely can wait.
Okay.
But someone asked how you can improve your RPM.
Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do, if I can hopefully get into this thing here.
How do you
I got to shrink I got to shrink something.
Okay. Do you need me to take the screen off for now?
Yeah, just take it off for now and I'll tell you when I'm ready to go. I want people to see something. I'll let you know in just a moment.
That is going to kick from studio, so I'm going to let you, remove. Here we go. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
so yes.
I'll just remove it myself next time. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. But yes, so welcome in everybody from Within Gaming, Uniquely Lavish, all the new faces in the place. Guys, we are giving live help tonight. We are letting channel members come up on the panel, but anyone can drop questions in the chat. Infor Media Live, I see his channel growing to be like a vidIQ, like a Think Media. He is someone who is really trying to help all of us be in the know about our channels. And I've even taken notes and learned a lot tonight myself. So I definitely suggest that you guys go over there and subscribe to him.
Okay. I think I'm about ready to cue this up. Let me go back over here. Wait a minute. Can you put me on the screen again? Can you put my...
There you go.
Okay. Let me... Am I ready for this? Oh, yeah, I am ready for that.
And make sure y'all subscribe to all 4 of his channels. Tag for short is dropping them in the chat now. He got the Information Man Show and Infor Media Live and the other 2 channels, but those are his main 2 channels.
Okay, let me go into monetization right here.
And Coffee Talking Tech just made a good point. He said nothing can be monetized with music that is copyrighted. But
right. So if people are playing music, your short's not going to be monetized. So if so this is what people are doing that I think is one of their mistakes too. This is what you don't want to do. Okay. Let me just say this. Before you show my screen, let me go back over. Let me go back on the screen here. Okay. And I got this from Roberto Blake. It's facts. You do not want to, you remember YouTube is competing with TikTok. I see a lot of people taking TikTok shorts and putting them on a YouTube shorts with the music. And then you're not getting monetized because you're playing music that YouTube didn't approve from their library of music that they offer you. You're also doing YouTube shorts with TikTok's logo on it. YouTube don't like that. You just want to do the shorts with just you. You don't want to do it with another platform's logo. That's for YouTube. YouTube don't like that because they don't want to promote somebody else's. So if they're going to monetize your short, why would YouTube want to monetize your short and you got a TikTok logo on it when that's their competition? Now, I didn't make that up. I got that from one of the best in the business. So what you want to do is just simply do your TikTok stuff on TikTok and do fresh, brand new shorts. I know it's hard to not to do this because you say, hey, man, I got this cool video already that I put on TikTok. I'm just simply saying, I'm not saying you can't do that. But if you're thinking about getting it monetized, YouTube ain't going to do that. If you got somebody else's branding on it, it don't work that way. Another thing I want to tell everybody, and people ain't listening, if you're a new channel, you do not get watch time for YouTube shorts. You only get watch time from doing videos. If you take your videos and you privatize those videos, anything you privatize and you put unlisted, you get no watch time from. Now, for those of you out there who are saying, oh, stop playing around. Stop capping around here. He don't know what he's talking about. Okay, now I'm about to make people be quiet now. Let me put my screen back up there. I'm going to show y'all something. All right, you see this right here? I'm revealing to you my business. This is how much watch time. I got about 1,311 towards my 4,000 watch time. I'm going to get to that 2,000 and then need 2,000 more. I'm going to keep grinding out, and I'll finally get the watch time. But that's what I got so far. But that's not only what I got, because there's more coming. Every time you produce videos, every day that you get views on it will add to the watch time. So that number can go up tomorrow. It can go up the next day. And when I drop my next video, it can go way up to me having 2,000 with 2,000 more to go. It's a step at a time. YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. Now, let me show you something real quick in here. Let me go into here right now. And hopefully can I enlarge this just a little bit more?
I'm not sure. I noticed that you do have some playlists listed on there. I'm gonna drop one of your playlists in the chat on on Infor Media. If you guys in the chat room can please at some point go over and run up his playlist. Let's help him get those watch hours, guys. Okay,
this is what I'm gonna do. I gotta bring this down. Okay. I'm gonna click right here. It says active community guideline strikes. I have none, right? But I'm going to click this right here. It says right here, 1,311 public watch hours, 4,000 required. Now I'm going to click this. For those of you who don't believe what I'm saying, what counts as public watch hours? It's right there for you folks. Only valid watch hours from current public videos, not unlisted. Not the ones that you unlisted and privatized, count towards your YouTube eligibility. Videos played from the store and shorts videos that are played in your story. So if you got a community tab and you put a story, you ain't getting watch time for that. And shorts videos, shelf or as part of an ad campaign are not included for YouTube eligibility. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you come up with an ad that you produced yourself and you want to put that ad in your video, YouTube ain't giving you watch time for an ad that you produced. They're not giving you watch time for your stories that you put on your stories board. And you damn sure not getting watch time for your YouTube shorts. This ain't nothing that I made up. This has been updated since June 5, 2022 to date. It says it right there. Stories and shorts, videos, shelf, or so as part of an ad.
Should not do short. Well, based off of this logic, shouldn't do shorts until after they're monetized.
No. Oh. Let me say what I'm saying to you.
Okay.
You can still do shorts because your shorts could potentially go viral and you could potentially make money from them. Okay. But if you're doing shorts because you're saying, I'm going to get 4,000 watch hours, so I'm going to do a whole bunch of shorts every day, shorts. And then I'm going to throw a couple of videos on there. And you're thinking, I'm getting watch time, baby. No, you're not. I laugh at you. No, you're not. I just read YouTube's update of June 5th. No, don't mean that you can. That doesn't mean that I'm telling you to stop doing shorts, because shorts can definitely help your channel. Why? Okay. It's a marketing tool. More people may be able to find you through the shorts and say, hey, let me subscribe. The shorts is a way for you to communicate with your audience. You can tell them, hey, I got an upcoming video on Saturday. Shorts are great for telling people what you got next for them and promoting to other people who have yet to subscribe to your channel. And maybe you go viral with something. Another thing I want to tell people, because I did a video about this. Same thing for TikTok. TikTok has changed their algorithms as well as YouTube with shorts. They really want you to do shorts a few times that are relevant to what people are looking for. So whatever your niche is, if there are people that are, for example, we got your favorite couple here. If they're into travel and you got people that love travel, every now and then you should throw a couple of travel shorts on there. Even if it's called repurposing your content. So let's say you did you travel, you went on a cruise, you went somewhere to Europe or something. You could take a small portion of that and create that as a short. And that might be found by somebody who's not subscribed to your channel and says, I love it. Because remember, the YouTube short doesn't run on the same gamut as the YouTube video. People can find that short very quickly and it runs. Boom, 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 boom. So take advantage of it.
Okay.
Wow.
Another thing I wanted to say about watch time. I got to say this. I have to. People do silent streams and they do them for over 12 hours. I'm going to say again, this is going to be sad for you to hear this, but if you do a silent stream over 12 hours, you get no watch time. So if you're going to do silent stream, ladies and gentlemen, you better make sure you don't do it over 12 hours. You can only do it to about 11 hours. If you do that, you're fine. If you go over it, YouTube will archive your video. Like I read, they'll just shelf it as no watch time. Now you then did all that work having it playing and you got no watch time. Another thing that's bad about silent streams is that if I was to come to your channel, Coco TV, and all I saw was a room with a chair, a fish bowl. I've said that 1,000 times. It looks cute, but guess what's happening? I'm not talking to you. You're not talking to me. There's no activity. I'm staying around for a little while, then I leave. YouTube sees that as an inactive stream. Now, this is the only exception to that rule. If you have a channel where you clearly tell people it's a relaxation channel where you're going to look at oceans and you're going to look at animals walking around, well, you've already told the audience what they're buying into. So you know that the audience is going to watch that and enjoy that. But if you say my channel is about cooking and people say, wow, the thumbnail looks good, the food looks good, I want to eat it right off the damn page. And then let me click into this, man. Okay, I see some barbecue sitting there, but it's the same barbecue sitting there for 10 minutes now, 20 minutes now, 30 minutes. Where's the cooking? The food looked good on the screen or the picture looked good, but where's the cooking? Oh man, okay, I'm out of here. I'm not, why do I want to subscribe to your channel? You said you had a cooking channel. You're doing a silent stream where you got some inanimate object on the screen and you're trying to get watch time. I get it. But if I'm a new person that found your channel and I ain't getting what you said your channel was about, I'm out of here and I'm not subscribing to you. This is not about the people that have already subscribed to you. They already know what you're doing. They ain't going to hate on you, but it's about losing potential subscribers who come by and say, there's nothing going on. I mean, imagine if you go into somebody's store and they're selling food, right? And you waiting for the waiter to wait on you and they never come wait on you. What are you going to do, ladies and gentlemen? You're going to walk out of the damn restaurant. Well, you got to look at your YouTube channel the same way. So if you are going to do these silent streams and you're going to take a chance on them, they can't be over 12 hours. But me personally, I would stay away from them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why. And I did a video and that video went pretty big for me.
Good.
Go into your YouTube. I want everybody to go into your YouTube analytics when you get a chance and go into the area where it says audience. I have a video about it if you just want to go check that video out. And go into the area where it says live chat. Do you know that YouTube keeps track of your live chat? It gives you a squiggly line breakdown of your live chat. It will show you when the live chat was at its most highest peak of conversation. You can even go deeper into it where it'll play your video and you can watch the video moving and where the chat is now. What that tells you is that YouTube is looking for there to be activity. They want you talking to your audience talking to you. They want activity. They see it as an active, and then guess what? It cranks it through the algorithms. This is why this is a little trick that a lot of content creators have used over the years. You notice when you come over to my channel, I always say, put a 1 in the chat room if you believe this. Put a 2 in the chat room if you believe that. Well, guess what? It's a little bit of a trick. Not only am I engaging with you, but I'm cranking the algorithms because it's once chatting. So people are talking, they're saying two. Or if I say, hey, where are you from in the country? I'm from Alabama. I'm from California. I'm from New York. Chatting, activity. I'm engaging with you. That's a little bit of a trick, folks, to get your audience cranking the algorithms. So try those techniques. Try polls in your chat room. How many of you believe this? How many of you believe that?
Awesome. Well, wow, that's a lot, and it's so much to take in. I want to tell you that I got a bunch of questions here on my phone that I've been screenshotting and waiting. I do want to make sure that YFC did get their question out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I went into a tantrum here.
I mean, hey, you can go on and on. So YFC, did that kind of answer things? Or y'all gonna take something away and apply it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Learn something extra too. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Drop your favorite couple, aka YFC. Please drop their link in the chat, guys. They are a travel channel. They do a lot of different things. Y'all got a live coming up Friday night. We're going to be over there. So if someone can drop their Friday night live link, let's go over and show them some love and support.
Definitely.
I want to thank y'all for all y'all do on Coco TV to keep the chat room going. Y'all up here, so I don't even know if the link's getting dropped right now. just kidding, because Tag, Meet, and I, Love and Live, they holding it down. So thank y'all so much. And so after we get points blank, thank you guys. Y'all can stay up or y'all can drop down, whatever y'all want to do. After we talk to points blank, Infor Media, I'm going to ask these few questions we got.
Yes.
Then we're going to start wrapping it up, brother.
Okay.
So head back and produce us some more amazing content. So points blank. You on mute, bruh.
Your mic is muted, sir.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
I had a question, but the chat was moving so fast. I figured so. I said, let me just come back up. Information, man. I know you probably never had this problem because your thumbnails have been fire since day one. I mean, your thumbnails are and you've done a couple live streams talking about thumbnails. And after watching your show, I recently said, you know what? I'm going to take a little time from production and focus on my thumbnails. Now, I've communicated with Roberto Blake. And I've communicated. Roberto Blake is almost at 1 million subscribers. I've communicated with Brian Jung, who's a crypto credit card guy. He has 1.2 million subscribers. And they both said that it may make sense to go back and look at some of your older videos once you get better with thumbnails and redo those thumbnails. But instead of listening to those big, humongous, I like to talk to the brother that's down in the trenches with us people, that's giving us knowledge, that's telling us what we need to do and not trying to keep it to himself, that person being you. Would you, I have over 400 and some videos with who knows how many of the thumbnails could all be better. Would you recommend me taking time each week or each day going back and redoing those thumbnails to regenerate new viewers? Because they're going to look at that thumbnail first.
Well, I've done just as a reminder to everybody, I have a complete video about that on my channel. And I'll just say this for the purpose of what we're talking about today. Yes, you do want to revamp. You can repurpose or revamp your old videos, but this is the key. You have to follow this. This is the key thing. It's not just a matter of just going back and putting new thumbnails on all your old videos. You need to look at those videos and see if they still have relevancy. Sorry about that. Are they still relevant? Are they still going to get you some views? So you need to look at them, go into your analytics and look at those videos and say, okay, what are the old videos that got me the most views that still seem to be relevant today? And you can do two things to revamp your old videos. One, the thumbnail. The thumbnail is the most important thing. Folks, spend more time on your thumbnail and come up with your title and work on the thumbnail first. Work on the thumbnail, perfect the thumbnail, because nobody's going to click into the video if they're not attracted by what they see on top of the title. Title should reflect thumbnail and thumbnail should reflect title. Okay, so you want to refresh the thumbnail and then you might want to refresh your tags, or you might want to refresh the title of the video. Maybe you can retitle it to make it a little bit more interesting or a little bit more up to date. So that's the combination. Retitling if you need to, only if you need to, and refreshing the thumbnail. What that does is that people may click into that thumbnail who did not click into it before because the thumbnail just didn't attract them.
I think I knew the answer information.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear you confirm
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's facts.
It
sounds
sense, right?
like a lot of people are thinking about that thumbnail thing out there. And while we're on it, I'm gonna go ahead and ask, because PBT, thank you for bringing that up. Someone asked about how do you suggest changing titles? If so, when? I feel like you just answered that, and then I'm gonna get to all the previous questions that were asked.
Well, let me just say in a quick nutshell, if you're gonna change the title, then I would suggest change the thumbnail. First thing you need to focus on is thumbnail.
Okay.
Because the title may not be the problem, it could be the thumbnail. Mm-hmm. So I would focus on changing thumbnails first. And then if the title can be changed or you think it needs to be changed, especially if you've got something like TubeBuddy or vidIQ, those two services will help you to revamp a new title.
Okay.
All right. Then I would go ahead and do that. But I would focus on primarily the thumbnail. Now, for everyone's purposes here, I do have a video about the thumbnail. There's a thing called color science, and there's certain colors on thumbnails that attract people to want to click into your video just psychologically.
Is that on Infor Media live channel? I'm gonna go ahead and drop that.
I have that thumbnail video on there. It's all on there. People can go over at their own leisure, and they can check it out and repeat it and take it all in.
I'll drop that. And real quick, this is one still on remixing and things. If you have a video that's old, that's heat, fire, should you release it, remix, or leave it like it is, like it's year or two old that people may have overlooked it?
Once again, look at the thumbnail. If the thumbnail is not up to par with the title and how hot the video turnout was for that, then revamp and put a better thumbnail. That might now open the door to more attraction, because people are going to look at things with their eyes. Okay. So I would say do that. Another thing I want to say, and I'll be dismissed not saying this, is that you might want to consider repurposing your content. What do I mean by that? You might want to consider creating a podcast where you can take some of your old material that is still relevant and making it an audio experience for people. There are people who don't like looking at YouTube videos, but they like listening, and they will listen to your channel in a podcast. So you may want to think about signing up for a podcast server or a host. I use, I'll just tell you what I use. I use Spreaker. And the reason why I like Spreaker is because I can go live on Spreaker like a radio show. I could broadcast my YouTube channel and go live on Spreaker and let my Spreaker audience hear me, or the podcasting audience. And they will distribute your content to everything, Spotify, Google, all of it, right? So you might want to think about repurposing some of your content into an audio. Now, the great thing about StreamYards is that StreamYards will allow you to download the audio of your video, which you can use into a podcast if you sign up for a podcast service. Okay. Another thing you might want to do when it comes to repurposing, let's say you have and I got to start doing this more myself on my first channel. Let's say you open up with a dialogue on your channel, and then you bring people up for a panel, and the video goes for 3, 4, 5, whatever hours. And people may not be able to stay for all those hours to see all that other content. Now you can cut that content, and maybe you just want to show an 8-minute video or 7-minute video, 10-minute video of the panel discussion. So that's called repurposing your content and putting it in different places like Facebook and wherever else you can put it.
Yes. For the sake of time, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and drop the video information, man, that you did on thumbnail. I would imagine all these questions about thumbnails, like, is it possible to overdo your thumbnail? It's in that video. Would you say that? Yes, it is in the video.
Okay.
Hey, Coco, is it okay I say this here? I'm going to get out of here.
Absolutely.
You just brought up repurposing information, man. You brought up a great point. And one of the things the reason I created my podcast, and going back to what you was just talking about with analytics, obviously, if you're doing a 4-hour live stream, people are going to drop off after 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So the reason I created my podcast is I'm taking that audio from hours 3, 4, and 5, and I'm repurposing it, sending it over to my podcast, because there's a lot of great questions that people say, "Oh, I'll catch the replay," but let's be realistic.
They don't look at the replays usually. What they do is if you got a long stream, most people who come into that are going to watch a small amount of your stream that's replayed.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed that they drop off right when you pull those comments up. If I have a presentation, I have a topic, and then as soon as I finish my presentation, let's say the 12-minute mark, the 15-minute mark, and as soon as I pull that first comment up, I can go to my analytics and I can guarantee you that's when my viewer count is going to drop.
So
I said, instead of being stupid and missing out on all these people, I'm going to repurpose it. And that's why I created Points Blank Clips. And that's why I created the podcast, because I got to benefit from that. I'm going to get out of here, man. I know somebody mentioned RPMs earlier, and they had a question about RPMs. How can you improve your RPMs? One thing I want to point out, and Information Man may be able to elaborate on that. I'm sure he can. If you are a channel that get a lot of super chats, that RPM number will be skewed, because it's going to include those super chats into your RPM. My RPMs in August of last year was $152 per 1,000 milli. It was 100, and I was like, what? But it took me a minute. I was like, okay, that's because I got a lot of super chats, and I didn't want any more super chats, because I was like, I want to see what I'm really getting, because I know Roberto said if you're hitting $18 to $20 RPM, you're doing great.
Right, $20. That he's absolutely right. You're doing pretty good. But to see, this is the thing. This is the hard truth. Your RPM is related to your audience retention. It's related to how often people are watching the video and how often YouTube's algorithms is kicking it out to more people. So if I do a video and it gets small views, my RPM is going to be low. But if it's getting more click-through rate, the more click-through rates and the more people are watching and watching and watching, guess what? There's a higher chance that people are going to click into the commercials and watch the commercials.
Yeah.
Now, let me just let everybody know this. This is what you can do to help everybody to make money with our commercials. When you go to someone's channel and you begin to watch their video, a channel that's monetized, and a commercial comes on, don't skip the commercial. Let the commercial play all the way through and then go into their content. Especially if the content is like something that's already a replay or whatever, right? The reason why is because when you do that, you're helping them to get money. So the bottom line is those CPMs are not only go up when you get so many thousands or whatever people that are watching, and out of that potential of thousands of people or whatever, they're clicking and watching these commercials. And let me just let you know this too. This is how it also works. I don't know if Roberto Blake said this. The better quality your video is and the more views it gets and the more popular the video is, the better commercials you get. And if you get better commercials, the more likely that people are going to click into those commercials and give you those CPUs, because the commercials are the hot commercials. So when you look at your commercials, I want movies. If you got movies, big exciting stuff, like if you had a commercial like the new Doctor Strange movie on there or whatever, you want those type of commercials because they're going to get the most clicks. So the better your content is, the more, basically what it is, Coco TV, is that the more family friendly your content is. Let me correct that. The more family friendly your content is, the better commercials you get.
Wow.
You know why I know this? On my channel, my new channel, and YouTube is doing this, they've already put commercials on my shorter videos. Even though my channel's not monetized yet, YouTube is still saying, we're going to make some money off of this because he got clean content, right? Now, when I get monetized, all my videos are going to make some money, possibly, right? But I'm looking at the commercials and I'm saying, damn, these are pretty damn good commercials. I would click into them myself. That's because the content is family friendly. Yeah. Now, if you do content where it's a lot of cussing, a lot of strong language and very sensitive issues, you're going to get these very generic looking commercials. If all of you been wondering about that, that's why you get those commercials.
Okay. Well,
I'm about to bounce, man.
Thank you so much. So so for the sake of time, guys, if you all did not get your question answered tonight, I would like for you all to go over to Infor Media Live and go ahead and drop a question in his comments. I'm sure when he gets a chance, he'll be able to either direct you to one of those videos he's done on it, or be able to, have a video coming up. So y'all just connect with him, turn those notification bells on. I'm telling you, the man is full of knowledge. But on that same note, I did have one question someone just asked, and I got the Griffins in the back that I'm going to let come up. They're going to take us out tonight. Someone asked, keeping up with the Catrins asked, how do you go about rebranding your channel? I don't know if they can elaborate or what they mean by that, but they were wanting to rebrand from what they had previously been doing.
Well, there's several ways to rebrand your channel. I mean, it's the bottom line is you got to come to a decision, and you need to talk to your audience and let them know that you're taking a different direction. And you also need to keep in mind that you might lose some people who may not be interested in the direction that you're going. So that you are going to take a bit of a hit, unless the people that are rocking with you are rocking with you solid and they're saying, hey, we're going to take this ride with you. But you need to be prepared that you may lose some people. I just think you just need to go out, put your foot forward and say, this is what we're doing. Start rebranding the channel by changing the banner, putting different art up, and continue campaigning to people that we're going in a different direction. And then once you decide that direction that you're going into, begin promoting your channel as such. And you just got to do it. And that means you got to start uploading videos. And you may have to make a hard decision here. You might start having to take down videos, because if you keep, this is the hard part about rebranding. If you keep the old videos up that have no relevancy to your new brand, you're going to confuse the algorithms and you're going to confuse new subscribers, because they're going to say, hey, I subscribe to your channel for this content, but you're doing all of this stuff. So I would say start unlisting and privatizing the old content. Or if you don't want to do that, start a whole new channel. If you still want to hold on to the old content on that channel, then you're going to have to start a whole brand new channel if you don't want to unlist that content because you think it still has potential to grow on that other channel. But if you don't think that content is growing your channel at all, it has no potential, then unlist that content and just start uploading a whole new, brand new world of new content, and unlist all the other content. Get rid of it, or create a whole new channel with the new content. That's my best advice.
Okay, that is great advice. I've lost you for a little, but I'm back. All right, so the last, they're going to take us out, Infor Media, and then we're going to ask you to do a few closing remarks on, the future. And we got Keeping Up with the Griffins. Hey, y'all.
Hey, how y'all doing? I was going to give them a little bit of a clap here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. Coco, just want to say thank you again for such a great, well thought out live. So much information that's going to help a lot of people on the YouTube journey. We appreciate everything that you do for.
Well, I want to thank Information Man for being so open. Like he said, he's a human, and I was a little nervous to inbox him, but a closed mouth don't get fed, and he was so wanted to come over and share this information with our members and our audience. So thank y'all for being here. Y'all tell us about your channel, Keeping Up with the Griffins, and y'all definitely ask for some one-on-one help from Infor Media Live here.
Okay. Information Man, first off, hello to you. And
hey, brother. How you doing?
Thank you for being willing to speak to us and take time out of your busy schedule to share.
I appreciate you.
And all the knowledge that you have. We really appreciate that. A lot of you may know, but some of you don't. We are our family channel, and we do a variety of content. We base our channel off of positivity, promoting growth, encouraging each other to grow and just be the best you can in life. Our videos range from blogs, things,
challenges.
Do a lot of challenges, travel vlogs, food reviews, cooking videos. We do a lot of stuff. And starting out, we kind of found the YouTube journey a little bit hard, but it was one thing that we learned is that you got to make connections. And since we learned that, we've been kind of using that to our advantage, and it's been helping us out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a question,
Yes,
right?
I do have a question. So, can you explain the CPM and the playback base CPM for us? Because we kind of like.
Well, the CPM is how much, it's based in the amount of money that you make off of YouTube when people are clicking through your videos. So you get high CPMs when you obviously get large numbers of people who are watching your video through. But the most important thing is that they're clicking into those videos. So if you got a family-friendly channel, like I was saying a little bit earlier, family-friendly channels tend to get what I would call better quality commercials.
Okay.
And out of those better quality commercials is a higher chance for people to click in it. The reality is this. The reality is that you just need to get more click-through rate. You need to get more traction on your videos and people having interest in staying on your videos and watching, which gives the potential for them to click into those commercials and watch those commercials, which will benefit you economically. So whether it be improving your thumbnail or whether it be, let me ask you this question. Are you using either vidIQ or something like TubeBuddy?
We have TubeBuddy, and I have vidIQ, but I don't. We use TubeBuddy a little bit more than vidIQ.
Okay. And do you utilize the area on TubeBuddy where it has the keyword search, where you can put things in and see where those particular areas are ranking in a particular topic?
Yes.
Okay, you're doing that. How are you marketing? Because this is a question about getting traction to your channel to get those CPUs up. You need people watching and coming over. So how are you marketing or promoting your channel?
Okay. At first we have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We had Twitter. We first started out by using Facebook and found that it wasn't what we thought it was as far as promoting our channel.
Yeah, it isn't.
Yeah,
it isn't.
So, we just kind of resort to Instagram, and we found that Instagram gives us the bulk of our promoting our channel. We get a lot of people that come through Instagram, and it helps.
This is what I'm gonna do. There's a couple of sites that I'm familiar with that I want you to create an account. Well, it won't cost you any money. Just you create a profile.
Okay.
These are sites that tend to drive a lot of African Americans viewers too. The first one, and you can download this on your phone. I believe if you have a Droid phone or iPhone. So it's an app, and it's also, you can put it on your desktop. The first one is called blackpages.com. You can create a account, you can create a profile over there, and you can drop videos over there, and you have a whole pool of people over there who watch videos. Another one I'm going to tell you about is called, let me put my, hang on for a minute here, because I'm going to put this in here. The other one I want to have you look at is called wegotus.com. It's all one word. wegotus.com. wegotups.com. That's another site where you can drop videos and create like a little profile, no charge at all. And you can drop content and have people who over there that would be interested in watching the content. Okay. Then there is a page called, I'm a member, or I have a page on, there's something called Black Junction TV. Black Junction TV is kind of like Black people's YouTube. I know the guy who owns it or runs it named Youssef. He's the owner of it. It doesn't get the same traction that YouTube gets, unfortunately, but it has it set up where you can drop your channel link and actually populate your videos in a channel page, and whatever views you get over there will count towards your YouTube views. But he has a Black Junction TV where you can create a profile with your videos. Then he has blackjunction.com. Blackjunction.com is almost like a Black people's Facebook. and you can drop videos in there and get some traction on that. Another one I'm going to tell you, and I might do a video about this as well. There's another one called, I think Dr. Boyce Watkins owns this one. Oh, everybody check out, this one is called Melanated People. That's an app that you can download on your phone, it's called Melanated People, and you can create a profile over there, drop videos, drop posts. There's a community over there, and that community is all over the world internationally. So those are examples. If you have believe it or not, if you have a family type program and you don't feel uncomfortable dropping LinkedIn, believe it or not, LinkedIn has a system on it where you can drop YouTube videos, business videos, all kind of videos. They have categories, even though LinkedIn is for people to kind of get together in business and, and all that kind of stuff. They do have areas on LinkedIn where you can promote YouTube videos. They have and so you can, if you have a LinkedIn account, and because your content is family friendly, they have where you can put, and when you upload your video, you put the hashtag YouTube video, family video, hashtag vlog, hashtag or travel. And so when you put all these hashtags in, it will populate, and LinkedIn will send your video to the proper areas where people are looking for that content. So if you're doing travel on your channel, look at travel videos on LinkedIn. So that's something else you might want to consider as well. Okay. I'm giving you this information because these are various things that you can utilize to promote the channel externally. I would also utilize the YouTube Shorts, as I spoke of before. Keep promoting talking about your channel in the YouTube Shorts. I would do collaborations with people. So for example, and I tell people this all the time, we've had about 47 up to 54 people that have been watching this video tonight, right? Right. Everybody should have shared this video out in their lives, in their community tabs and in their own social media to bring people over here. So every time you go live on your channel, your audience should be sharing you out on all of their social media and sharing you out in their community tabs when you go live. What does that do? That brings traction to your channel. That brings potential new subscribers. Mm-hmm. We should be doing this for each other religiously. Yeah. Does it happen all the time? No.
I do have a quick question about sharing information, man. Can you talk to the community a little bit about what sharing does, what it means? We've heard a lot of controversy in different lives recently where some people say there's a such thing as oversharing. How much is too much sharing? Like, can you kind of elaborate a little bit on what sharing does to the community, when not to share, when to share? Tell us a little bit more about sharing.
Well, I think, let's do this. Let's get the boogeyman out of there, because I think if you operate YouTube in paranoia, you're not going to be successful.
So true.
Let's just think about YouTube logically. So now I got one of my phones over here. If YouTube did not want you to share your video, why do they give you a share button that you can click into that will lead you to Facebook, that will lead you to other stuff like Twitter? So if Facebook had a problem with you sharing, why would they give you the mechanism to share the video? And two, why is it that every content creator, big or small, is telling you that you want to do a call to action, which is share the video? If YouTube has something against that, why would they allow us to say the word share?
So true. Yeah.
You got to see, folks, I want everybody to don't operate YouTube in paranoia. Mm-hmm. Operate YouTube with confidence and logic. So for example, I know people say, Don't say that word subscribe. No, you as the host can say the word subscribe. You just don't want people in your chat room spamming the chat room with saying subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. If they do that, they're going to spam your chat room. YouTube will see them as a bot, right? So you don't want that. But you can say the word subscribe. It's not going to hurt you. Every content creator says that word. So you got to look at logic. So what does that mean? Yes, share the damn videos. See, because how are people going to get larger reach? Share the video. You want people to know who you are. You want to create a brand. If you look at all the other bigger channels, the reason why they're where they are is because they looked at their channel as a business, as a brand. So what do? They got hats. They got t-shirts. Matter of fact, everybody, you should create your, for example, for the couple here, when y'all go out and you go about, you should have a shirt, a hoodie. When you're going out, you're working out, you're doing your thing, and everybody's like saying, hey, what's that? What's that keeping up with the, and now it becomes a conversation. Well, I got a YouTube channel, a family. Oh, what? Tell me more about it.
Yeah, that's something that we went into. I'll say we start getting our shirts done back in October. So we got 2 different shirts we wear. We got hoodies, and we're working on a few other things just to, further promote it when we're out in the public.
Right. Because when you go out in the public, people are going to be asking, hey, what is that? And then you get to talking to them, a conversation strikes. Next thing you know, they're like, man, let me check out your channel.
Yeah. Well, information, I did get a question in my DMs about the sharing piece. I think that's a popular one. How can we encourage? Okay, so this person, mukbang community, how can we get bigger YouTubers to share smaller YouTubers?
Wow, that's a good question. The reality is on YouTube is that you have people that are selfish, and then you have people that have a heart. I would say identify the YouTubers who have a heart, who care about the community, and align yourself with those of like-mindedness and that care, and have them promote. So, for example, keeping up with the Griffins. I have no problem, which by the way, let me just say this as a disclaimer, because I know I say this, but people probably don't believe me. But I have a pretty big, my other channel, I get a lot of people coming on, and sometimes I'm booked for this and booked for that, or sometimes there's a hot issue that I just got to get into. However, I do want to bring people to my channel and promote their channel and have them come up on the panel. And maybe what I should do, matter of fact, damn it, I'm going to do it. Maybe what I should do on one of my Sundays is that I should just have a day when I have people come up on the panel, just like you've been doing today, and have people say, this is who we are, this is what we're about. Maybe we should just do that, because what I think we need to be doing, and it just came to my mind, we need to be operating as if we are a network. Listen what I'm saying, a network. What does that mean? We need to unify ourselves as all content creators to promote one another. That's why when people come over to my channel, I'll shout them out. I'll tell people, drop their link, go check them out. But I want to do more than that. I want to get people on the panel and have them talk for themselves and be like, bam, we want these people to subscribe. And I'm not going to do it like a growth stream where I'm talking about, y'all know, you subscribe to their channel if you like their content. Subscribe it if you're going to be down with their content. Simple as that. So that's something that I want to do. We can plan this out. Maybe we should do it. Everybody should do something like this on their channels, at least maybe once a month or something, or where everybody takes turns having this sort of town hall meeting of promoting people, right?
I love that.
Right.
So to be a network, that means that if you know that Keeping Up with the Griffins are going live. So for example, how many people we got watching tonight? We got 46 people right now, right? 45 or 46. Mm-hmm. There is no reason why all 46 of these people should not be subscribing to their channel right now and sending it out to the social media or this video tonight. There's no excuse for it. Mm-hmm. Because if we're doing that for each person, guess what? Each person's going to grow and gain more subscribers.
You hit on something earlier. You said that people are selfish. And I think, a little bit people are selfish by human nature, unfortunately. So I think if we can teach each other how to build community, I think that's really, like you just hit on, the network. Us working together so that we can be more powerful together.
Right. So that means, once again, if I catch Keeping Up with the Great, my man, Talk with Tori's here.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
So, for example, let's just do this. Can we just be honest with ourselves today? If Keeping Up with the Griffins goes live, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You all may go live, and maybe I can't watch you at that time because I'm getting ready to go out the door somewhere, right? But maybe what I could do is say, let me send their video through my community tab in my social media right off my phone while I'm going out the door, or maybe on my desktop.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm going to go run an errand. You guys are live. I'll just turn you on and let it run, even though I may not be in your chat room. Why can't everybody just do stuff like that? You getting ready to go out for a while. You're going to come back in about an hour. Hell, just turn your damn computers on and run it for them. Because at least they're getting something. And then click like and share. If everybody did that religiously, you would see your views go up and subscribers go up. If everybody would just shout out people's channels more often. I'm gonna say something very honest to you. And I don't hope it don't rub anybody the wrong way. When I look at the quote unquote white content creators on YouTube and how big their channels have grown and what they do, have you noticed something about them? They do cross promotions. So you would have somebody like Nick Nimmons who's talking about YouTube tips, right? Next thing you know, he's wearing a hat or he's got a mug of somebody else's channel. So, for example, if Keeping Up with the Griffins has merch and they got a mug or a shirt and I'm wearing it when I go live to my subscribers and everybody's saying, Info, what's that shirt you got? Hey, everybody, this is Keeping Up with the Griffins. I want y'all to check their channel. I got their merch here. I got their mug here. It's called cross promotions. All these bigger YouTubers do it all the time.
That's something
I see it all the time. They'll have somebody's book on the table. That's another content creator that's in their own niche. And they'll say, hey, get that book. They got a new book out or they got new merch out. So when you get your merch out, let me know because I should be promoting it. What everybody really should be doing is if you do a promotional video, just a small little promotional video, I can run that on my channel. So what I want, this is what I want. It's the homework assignment. How about everybody create little small advertisements for their channel and get in contact with me and everybody run these advertisements. So whether it be Point Blank Travel, Coco TV, anybody in the chat room, make a little small promo. I'm telling you right now, if you make a promo, I'll run a promo for you. I'll run it through my channel so people can know, hey, check out this content creator. I'll do it.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's a lot to think about. That's good, great information. Great information.
Griffins, did you guys get your question answered? Did y'all have
I don't know
any?
if I answered that question.
Yeah, we got it answered.
Okay. Hey, that was a good long answer. We're going to get ready to wrap things up. I want to thank everybody who was in the chat tonight. I mean, you dropped some gems information, man. And I just want to tell you thank you. And you are all about building community.
Thank you. Well, before I go,
yes,
now I got to give you some advice. Click me. Let me click myself back on. I want to show you something. This is important. This is for you and everybody. It's not just for you, but it's for everybody. All right. Can you put that up there? All right. What did I do? What am I doing? Okay. Remember I was saying in the beginning, when you go to your channel, you got the part where it says custom channel customization. You want to click into that, and this is where you can put your channel trailer. Coco TTV, you need a trailer.
I'm getting it.
Put a trailer in there. And if you have not done this, check this out. This part right here. This is how you click into it. I'm going to go over here. This is on the other channel. You just click here where it says option. You can change the video, and when you change the video, you can put a pre-produced video in there for your trailer. Okay. Right here. Let me bring this down. This is called the featured video for returning subscribers. If you have not put this on your channel, you're hurting yourself. You simply go into here, click over here where the 3 dots are, and you can change the video or remove it. What this is that, let's say, for example, this video tonight, or whenever you go live with your most recent video, you simply choose that video. Let me click into this change video right here so you can see for yourself, right? So these are the videos. These are some of the videos I have. I can change that video by just going over here about the silent streams and click into that. That's going to be the featured video. Now, let me get out of that. Now, what is the featured video? It's the featured video for your returning subscribers. So the people that already subscribed to you are the only ones that are going to see the recent video, the featured video. However, if you still set up your channel where you have the most recent video, people are going to still see your most recent video anyway. This is only for your returning subscribers to see your most latest video. Okay? Now, Coco, this is for you. You see right here where it says upcoming live stream.
Yes.
You need to go into see where it says add a section?
Okay.
So you're going to click add a section. And it's going to show you, oh, see, I can put shorts on here if I click that short button, right? Or featured channel. I can feature channels that I follow. Or you see where it says here to the right of you, live now. Reason why that's not highlighted, because I've already put live now in there. Okay. So it's showing it. Okay. Now, check this out. You can move this stuff up and down. So let's say I don't want the upcoming live stream up here. I want to put it down here. So I can move it up or I can move it down. So what you want to do is you want to put upcoming live stream so that when you schedule it, people go to your channel and they see, okay, she's got a live stream coming up in another hour or two. Okay. And then down below, you want to put live now so that when you go live now and I go to your channel, it'll actually have your live stream standing out. It will make it as the featured video on your channel. So what happened today when I went to your channel, and I'm saying this respectfully with love, is that I was like, okay, I don't see the video with the thumbnail that she showed me for our live today. So I was wondering, okay, maybe she just hasn't put it up yet. Yeah. And then eventually I found it. You know how I found it? I put the name of your channel in the search bar, and it did show the most latest video coming up, which was this video tonight. Okay. However, this is how you're hurting yourself. Yeah. And I mean this with love. If someone was coming to your channel, they wouldn't know that you got a live stream coming up. They would just think you don't have anything going on today live. Okay. So now by changing that in your customized section, it will always show your upcoming show, and it will always show your live stream front and center for people to see.
Well, that is so helpful. And I want to thank you because I actually got a live coming up next week that I want to go ahead and get in the algorithm and in there. So thank you for showing me that. Thank you for getting me together. Hey, that's what we need to do for one another is offer these. That was why I wanted to do this live tonight.
And with your personality, look, I'm going to keep it 100% real. I see folks who have incredible banner art. Your banner art is great. But what you need to go with that banner art is your beautiful personality. So give us a trailer where you tell people what your channel is, because your smile and your personality is going to make people stop at your channel and say, wait a minute now. Let me check this out. And let me just say this to everybody is another advice. If you don't have banner art, you're hurting yourself. Please get banner art. You can use Canva. There's apps on your phone that you can download that can help you construct a banner. There's various apps that can help you construct a banner as well as Canva that you can put on your phone. So please put banner art up, because sometimes people, when they go to your channel and they don't see banner art, they don't see anything, they're not going to take your channel serious. So they don't subscribe. They're not going to subscribe.
Wow. Well, you have dropped so many nuggets tonight. I hope the audience has been taking notes. If not, I hope they go back and catch the replay. But if the mods can go ahead and drop Infor Media Live's link again. If you did not get your question answered tonight, guys, go over there and leave a comment on his most recent video. Ask your question, and I'm sure he will get back to you. Infor Media, do you have any last parting words on just giving advice? Any parting words for us?
Well, my parting words is just this simple. Don't give up on what you're doing on YouTube. You're going to have ups and downs. It's going to probably feel like, hey, why are we doing this? We're wasting our time. And I would say this, you don't have to have a lot of fancy equipment. There are people who have YouTube channels who have no fancy equipment, but what people like about them is their personality. They capture people's attention, or they like your family. They like your trips that you go on. They're captivated by what you're doing. So just focus on building the content for the long haul, not the short haul, because this social media is not going anywhere. And just keep this in mind. As I said in the beginning, Mr. Beast and Marquez Brownie, who's a huge guy on YouTube, brother, these are two people who could have ended up giving up on YouTube, because they both started off and they didn't have no fancy equipment, and people said, hey, for Mr. Beast, they said, hey, he's terrible. Now this man is like, he got an exclusive contract with YouTube. So if they both would have given up on what they're doing, they would have never realized the dream of reality. So I want to tell everybody out there, keep doing what you're doing, but what you want to do is make some tweaks and adjustments along the way. For some of you out there, you might have to change your niche. I know that could be hard for people to hear. Some of you may have to consider changing what you're doing if what you're doing may not be working, because people may not be looking for that. So you got to keep that in mind. You have to be willing to adjust in change if necessary. Only if necessary.
All right.
Okay? And believe in yourself.
Wow. Hey, that was such a powerful message. You brought the house down tonight. Everybody, please go over and subscribe to Infor Media Live. He has other channels that everything will be in my description box. And on that note, guys, we are going to be out of here. I'm going to end this live stream, but I want to thank every single member, every single audience member, and everybody who was in the building tonight. You guys have shown up and shown out. Infor Media, I think you and I need to hook up even more, my brother.
Yeah, I would love to come back and do a part 2.
Yes.
Because I'm always learning and discovering new things about YouTube all the time. So we definitely got to do a part 2. Yeah. And I want to once again remind people, please create those trailers on your channel. Create a promo. Definitely, because if you create promos, we should all be promoting your channels with those promos on all of our channels.
Yeah.
We work together, and we can be successful at what we're doing. So, wow. And I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to my channel, my first channel, that come over and watch what I do on Sundays. If I didn't say this, I'm going to say it again. I love you all, and I appreciate all the support that I'm getting. I do not have a big head. I'm a very humble brother. I love sharing information, and I want to see everybody do well, because I believe in trying to have a circle of positive people around me. That's why I do what I do. I want to build an army of positive connections to people on these platforms. We know that YouTube can have some crazy stuff sometimes, but this to me is what YouTube and what we should be doing as a people on these platforms, working together. So thank you again. I'm going to get ready to drop off and give you a clap, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, have a good night, Infor Media. And trying to bring myself back up here. All right. Well, y'all, we are out. I'm going to end the live. Y'all head out, and we will see y'all on the flip side. Thank you, members. Thank you, Joe and Christy. And y'all, happy Purple Day, y'all. Tomorrow, I'm dropping my purple video. Today was Prince's birthday. I'm purple rained out. Y'all just stay tuned. I know my members saw the Christy and Joe, thank y'all so much for everything.
Thank you. We
I love y'all. Y'all are fam in real life, like Meet and I say. All right, y'all. Good night.
Good night. Bye. All right.